Übertragen. Yeah. So, wait. We are back. Waiting for Shelley and
Am I by myself here? Yo, Manny, you're gone. It says I'm live. So am I live and no one else is here? All right, Flat Earth Subgenius here on the flat plane, waiting for Hibbler, Shelley, Martin, or anybody else. And if you have any questions, ask those questions. What's going on here? Wait? You're telling me to wait? What's going on here?
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Shelley?
Hi.
Hi, Daniel. Hi, Manny. Hi, how are you?
Sorry.
Yo, nice to see you.
Nice.
Nice to see you.
Dan,
I didn't
Flat Dams.
I didn't watch the new your new episode yet. I must admit, but I will.
Okay, yeah, I'm releasing episode 3 today.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch that. I actually just finished the next level 5 minutes ago.
It's really good.
Mm.
I love his stuff.
Yeah, I need those editing skills. I don't. I'm like the opposite of editing. I just do everything low quality. So everyone's like, eh. the expectations are low with me.
I gotcha. Hi, Manny.
Good morning to you. Lovely.
Sorry, it's been a little nutty this morning, but
yeah, no problem. I tried to call you, you know.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. You don't have a FaceTime call on your iPhone?
I do, but I honestly am so bad. I have my phone typically on silent all the time. So, and I had to raise my, so I do this homeschooling group with my son, and I've homeschooled my kids. And this is the first year where I've put them in this little like homeschooling group where it's more academic, and it's freaking insane. It's so much work, but hey.
I love
nice
that you homeschool.
Yeah, thank you.
I used to be a homeschool private tutor actually in California.
Really? Where?
In Los Angeles.
Okay. Are you still out here?
Oh no, not anymore. I was living out there homeless at the time. That was 2009, 2010, 2011.
Wow, Daniel. So where do you live now? Oh yeah, you don't have to say where you live now, but
no, I'm in New York now. But I'll be in New Mexico in a month building Earthships again.
Building what?
I'll be building the Earthships in a month again, living out of the Earthship and building Earthships.
What's that?
Oh, you got to know what the Earthships are. Those are the off-grid, self-sustainable hobbit homes that collect energy from the sun, the rain, the wind, and then they're off-grid. So you try to get away from the government's power.
You try to get away, get off. Yeah, that's the one thing in America, at least, you can never truly be free, because if you don't pay the taxes on the land, they'll just take it from you. It's unbelievable to me, really. But that's amazing. So you build like hobbit homes.
Well, I mean, they could even be mansions too. Like the cheap Earthships are the cheapest ones you can get. I mean, this is the most common question: how much does it cost to build an Earthship? Well, it's if you want to live in a closet, it's going to be not many people want to live in a closet. Yeah. I have. It's not that fun, but if you're living in an Earthship closet, it's like a little it's like a yurt.
Oh, that's amazing.
But that's going to be around $5,000 to $10,000.
Okay.
But if you actually want a home, an Earthship home, a vessel, an Earthship, a ship of the land, Earthship vessel, it's going to be around I'd say around 100 to 250,000 to be totally, to have a mansion.
Got it.
I mean, this is something
That's pretty good then. I mean, to have them imagine. I don't have that kind of cash hanging around.
Well, I'm going to be building these things for Alex Michael,
Okay.
David Weiss, Karen B wants one.
Wow.
So there's a lot of like predominant flat earthers, and Santos Bonacci, and I'm gonna so these will be like learning centers all over the plane, and this will be the new flat earth economy. So I'm secretly doing this, but I'll tell little bits like I am now.
Yeah.
I don't do it often because I don't want my enemies to know too much.
Right.
But I'll leak them crumbs and because I don't care. I'm not scared of anything or anyone.
Yeah.
And so this is like a huge thing. Like that will totally destroy their entire system. That we can then all conglomerate to these places for free, and then we can all stage productions. Like you and your crew can come and film there, and then that would be a gathering place for people to live, to eat together, to create together. So I think that I know it's a genius idea. Matter of fact, it's a one-of-a-kind idea.
Yeah, so it's a great idea. Do you have to own land to be able to do it, or how does that work?
Yeah, you need land, money, and resources.
Like just I think that's what everybody needs right now.
True, yeah.
No,
that's cool.
Well,
I like
think
how
it's like a pipe dream. Sorry.
Yeah, so I have I kind of agree with you on that. I mean, I totally agree with you on that. I have a place in Idaho that I'm building off grid. It's not a hobbit home, but I bought an RV in 2020 when everything was kind of taking a dive. But I bought land back in 2015 and slowly have been developing it from raw land. And it's not a ton of land. It's just enough to be totally isolated and build a garden and stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm building a greenhouse, and I'm going to live inside of a greenhouse.
Well, that's what the Earthship is. It has the Earthship. There's a greenhouse incorporated in every Earthship.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
how I want to learn more.
That's how it heats itself, because
exactly.
So it has like a cooling tube hooked to the outside world. So then when the heat comes in, then that's all. It's a circuit system. So if you want it cold, you open the cooling vent. So then you let the cool air come in, and then that will shift that'll bring all the. If you want it hotter, you open up the greenhouse vents, and then you close the cooling tube, the cooling vent. So then all the hot air goes throughout and these things are awesome. They're all built to code. So actually, every Earthship has to maintain a 69, 71 degrees year round,
which is like paradise.
I mean, without heating. So it's without the government heating.
It's like using the solar power, and then having the insulation be able to keep all the heat in, right? And then
the mechanics on how you build it has to be facing the sun.
Exactly.
So because the sun,
like south facing.
Yes. So that was the best part of it, was when I'm there, they're explaining the mechanics of the architecture, the engineering of the Earthship, and it all fits with the flat model because
of course
it's so funny. And I'm not allowed to speak about it there because
Why?
I'm too intelligent and I'm too funny. So I caused too much of a stir where everyone's attention is on me, like when we're working. And so everyone stops working. And then when everyone stops working, there's a debate going on between the smartest people either in the classroom or on the field. So they got architects, engineers, literal masons, stone masons.
Oh dear God. Okay. Like, not masons. The Freemasons.
No,
right.
Literal stonemasons. And so we're all arguing, and everyone stops working. So the head foreman is like, yeah, dude, you're not allowed to talk about.
Get to work.
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk about that anymore. It causes too much chaos and distraction.
Isn't
And I'm
that
like,
funny?
wow,
Well, that's probably the most valuable part of it all, is the truth of the knowledge, the knowledge of the truth. But that's really fun. It sounds so rewarding to be able to do something like that.
it is. It's risky, but I don't know. You high risk, high reward type of person I am.
Yeah,
it's not like a pipe dream,
No, it's an actual dream. It's an
people
actual.
have like whimsical, fantastical pipe dreams, and it's like, and they just want stuff to fall into their lap.
Yeah, but you have to make it happen.
Yeah, you got to work. You got to put some elbow grease in there. You got to travel. You got to put some money into this. You got to put some time and energy.
Right. It's worth the risk. That's what JP said. It's true. It's absolutely worth the risk. I'm kind of wondering, like, even what year we're living in right now. I don't believe the official timeline of what they say,
It's
his story. Right.
It's not 2022.
What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
The thousand years, they're at least 1,000 years off.
Yes, Daniel, I'm totally in agreement with you completely.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm so. Not only is the time totally off, the time itself, like it says, it's 1:16, 9/11 reversed. They say that it's 1:16, and they say that it's December 1st, 2022, but all calendars are different. Like the Mayan calendar, the Aztec calendar, the Chinese calendar, the Hebrew calendar, the Jewish calendar, so all calendars you're on a different time. Matter of fact, China
are fake.
What? Oh, are fake?
They are fake.
Yeah.
Manny.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Like it's like 5,562 in the Jewish timeline right now.
I have written the Earth is 6,000 years old.
Yeah, and they
don't
really
know.
hate that too.
I only know it's flat.
I think, have you guys heard, it sounds absolutely nuts, but I'm going down the rabbit hole. Do you know Noel Hadley? Noel Hadley, he wrote Unexpected Cosmology, and guy's freaking genius. He's so smart. And I met him at the 2019 conference. In fact, before that, I met him on the phone, but he's a historian. I mean, like a literal, he thinks and shows evidence for, and I know a lot of people aren't Christians or anything, but that the millennial reign already happened, and that we're living in the beast system right now, the little season of great deception. And everything you look around, it's like, it's inverted. Like, where the F do we live? Like, it is so inverted. And that the rulers of this world are Luciferian and, all these things, which I'm just seeing evidence to point to this, that the whole timeline deception is that, yes, there's a great reset going to happen. And we're like right on the brisk. In fact, they were showing how the railroads, and the whole industrialization, the whole everything, even the Statue of Liberty in 1776 was the year of the reset, because you can see all these mud floods everywhere. But the actual railroads were unburied. They've always existed. They just have been unburied. So the people who've been working on the railroads, all they were doing was digging them up, from the mud flood. And we've had this technology. In fact, we've gone backwards. That this technology, free energy, all this stuff has already existed. And people think, oh, we're just getting smarter now. No, we're not. We're just trying to catch up to the level of intelligence that existed way before us. So I'm just going down this whole realm of the mud flood and what time we're living in, and how everything is a fucking lie. It's all a lie.
Yeah, so, even the seasons.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah, apparently winter and fall don't exist.
Right? Oh, they don't?
They're this is a mass weather manipulation. And then so like the dead seasons, they want us to believe that nature has a death cycle, So what if they're the ones creating the death cycle?
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't even like. There's certain things that I know that I don't even want to talk about because of how insidious and disgusting, truly evil it is.
Yeah.
Like the virus wars. Oh my god.
So
Like,
what do you think they are? What do you think they are?
What?
The virus wars. What do you think that is?
Well, that's one of the things that I don't talk about, but I'll talk about it for you.
Okay.
Well, there's an invisible war going on between two invisible entities that everyone talks about. Everyone talks about this cosmic war between these advanced beings. And so the two invisible entities are invisible good, invisible evil. The hidden hands.
Okay.
And the evil, whatever I picked, the evil, invisible evil hand, they created the first virus wars. So they sent out the invisible diseases and the invisible chemical warfare in the air. So once finally, that's how they took over. That was actually like the original subset. I think that was like the giants and little people.
Okay.
And then, or maybe it was all, these people were all the same size, whatever. The sizes don't, the sizes don't. But so what happened was they got kicked out of the garden or whatever, the original paradise. They got some group of people in the original paradise were like, you know what? I'm gonna go start my own paradise, and I don't need this paradise. And then the people there were like, okay, go ahead. So then I guess they left that paradise, and so there was a group of people here, and then a group that group left that said that paradise wasn't a good enough paradise. So they left, and then they created the first subset of offshoot of the original civilization. And then they got like jealous. There was like, they were watching each other go as the years went on. And then the subset group, this is just my speculation and theory.
Okay.
I think that they were sending out the invisible germ warfare to take over the original paradise. So then that worked. So then everything was taken over, but certain people figured it out. So then the invisible good hand, they're creating invisible germ warfare to combat and counter the invisible germ warfare that the evil. So there is literal and you think about this. What in 2022, you're not. That's the number one thing that they say is that you're not allowed to do chemical warfare. You know, you can have war, you can have international war, but you're just not allowed to do chemical warfare. You can't do that, guys. Okay, that's too much. You're going too far. You're being too violent. But obviously, that's going on everywhere. Like
the chemtrails and stuff.
That's everything that we're surrounded by is chemicals. We're living in a chemical soup. We bathe in chemical fluoride.
Right.
Like we're bathing in it.
Right.
Shelley,
Yeah.
I told this before we go live to Dan Falkenbach, because when I make electrolysis, you can see all the shit in the water.
Exactly. Hey, guess what I got? I found a Kangen water machine for $75. It's not complete. I have to get like some more parts to it, but I think it does electrolysis, Manny. I think it does. Does it? Do you know? Did we freeze?
Yeah, did you order your
You're frozen.
I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
For me, you are also frozen, Shelley.
Okay. Still?
But I hear you.
I can hear,
you.
You're moving now, but no, Daniel's frozen.
No, I'm chilling.
Okay. That's so natural.
Last time it was Sean who was frozen.
Right.
And now we are all frozen.
Are we still frozen?
Yeah,
No,
we
you guys
break
are
the
good.
matrix.
You're
Hey,
moving,
Shelley.
yeah.
So when I was homeless in 2009, 2010 in Los
Yeah.
Angeles, I was trying to, do stand-up comedy, and I ended up getting a tutoring job because I don't know, because I was an educator in the East Coast. To be honest with you, I was already a teacher's aide on the East Coast for mentally challenged and physically disabled people in the East Coast. So then when I went over to California, I already had the experience, so they just hired me. But crap. So here's the thing. So when I was chilling with the comedians, one of the comedians brought me into his home, and he wanted me to sell Kangen water.
Right.
And that was in 2000.
What is this? What is this then?
Yeah,
I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, talk about this water. It's interesting.
So this was a scheme in Los Angeles in 2009.
Okay.
So they were selling these Kangen machines $500, $1,500, $200 or $2,500.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna get people to buy this Kangen equipment machine for $1,000 or $2 here. I'm like, he did it. I don't know if he's still doing it, but man, all I want is to drink healthy water.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Just give me water. It's not poisoned, please.
That's the key.
Where do I find it? Where do I produce it?
Right.
What is this water? Shelley, can you explain it to me in simple words?
Yeah, I'll try. So Kangen water, from what I understand, it purifies all water and busts up the pH. So you can do two things. You can either make it very alkaline or you can make it very acid. And the acid water is good for like cleaning. You don't have to use any chemicals. But I think it filters. Tell me if I'm wrong, Daniel. Does it filter out all the elements too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm not positive. I'm actually still researching it, but I think what I understand is it alkalizes the water through electrolysis.
Yes.
And you can either like I said, have the pH be so acid that it actually becomes a cleaning agent. It'll clean off all the residue of all your fruit that's been sprayed, waxes, all that stuff. And then the alkaline water supposedly is so alkaline that it just cures cancer and stuff like that. And I don't know if I can say the cure word, but if anybody else knows anything else, that's just my preliminary kindergarten introduction to it.
I only know the basics as well.
Yeah. What do you think? Have you heard of this, Manny? Have you heard of this?
No, not really.
Yeah. So I think
I told you that distillated water is good if you make it with the magnetic stirrer to bring it alive again. Yeah.
Yes. Turning dead water into alive, living water.
That's what I wanted. So maybe I'll just like use the Kangen to do that. I don't know. I don't have all the parts yet, but it's a freaking awesome machine, is from what I understand, and it cures cancer. And I got it for $75. And like you said, they're like $2,000 machines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have it at home? Can you show us?
Yeah. Let me go get it. Give me one second.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm actually going to, now that she brought that up, I'm going to get a hold of the comedian. His name is Rick Esquieta, and
I don't know him.
Nah, not many people do, but he's a good comedian. Cool. So I'm still in contact with him. So I'll get a hold of him and I'll see.
Oh no, you are frozen for me then. All right.
Okay, so it's this
big ass. Then now is Dan also frozen for me.
Am I frozen?
No, you are good. I hear you. Lovely.
Yeah, Dan's frozen. Dan, can you hear us?
Yeah, Falkenbach, you are frozen.
He's got a good picture. He's got a good picture of frozen.
Yeah. He looks always very lovely.
Right. So this is the machine.
Yeah.
And
very cool.
You can do like
Oh, you're back then. We heard your rip.
Oh, cool.
So this is the machine, and then this hooks up to the faucet. and then does some weird kind of like filter. There's a filter in here. And then the acid water comes through here. And then this is like this is the water that gets like filtered. This comes out. And this is where the water comes through. So I have to hook it up to some sink thing. But yeah, so there's a Kangen, acidic, and it's through electrolysis. And then you can have different pHs. Clean, and then it tells you if you need to like, I don't freaking know. I honestly don't know.
Shelley, did you order your electrolyse apparatur?
The electrolysis thing? The what?
Sorry, lovely, you are frozen.
I'm frozen?
You are frozen.
Yeah, she's good. Just slow down.
Did you have your electrolysis apparatur?
No, not yet. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me. So I don't have that yet.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay.
I want to see. Yeah.
So this is the Kangen, and I guess
you
it's
should
like
make what the electrolysis after.
Oh,
yeah.
Shelley, he's saying you should try to hook it up
machine.
and then to test the electro.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Debbie has a question. Debbie asked, how does the energy supply work on Earthships? Being off-grid only works if you are off energy. So Earthship, I'm just going to read this real quick. Earthship is a neo-sustainable living concept that addresses 6 principles of human needs, reducing and even eliminating utility bills, getting all of the electricity from the sun and the wind, using and reusing.
We have the master of disaster.
I got a flat thumbs off a boy.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Hi, Dan. I did. There was a kid having his hair cut in a barber, so I went past. He knocked the window and went. Thumbs, kid.
Yo, what up, Martin?
Hi, Martin. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Shelley.
Hi.
Hey, Martin. I just watched you in the next level.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I just finished it today.
Shelley and Dan, can you try to jump out and jump
out?
I hear Martin clearly and then it goes wrong.
You want me to jump out and jump in? Is that what you said?
I hear you fine, Shelley. I hear you fine.
Yeah, then stay here.
Okay.
Shelley. Can you hear me, Martin?
Yeah, you sound fine. Dan did too.
Very good.
Very good indeed.
That's great.
Hiya, Manny.
The last. Hiya, brother. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I also sent the link now to Santos because wrote me WhatsApp. He can't go live today with us.
No, you're glitching, Manny. You're stopping. You're going like
very cool.
Ready face. Locked. I just got to tell you, you don't want to be stuck like that. Everyone's looking at you.
Get stuck in that position. Make sure you always.
I am stuck, or Shelley.
No, you're unstuck now.
You okay?
No, you're not.
Am I frozen now, or
no? You're animated. You're good. So Dan, I was absolutely spewing to see you in Flatoberfest. I'm there every day. Yeah, only I'm here. And I'm thinking, if I was with Dan now, we'd fucking smash it. Yeah. If I was with Dan.
Dude, I would have been hanging with you the whole time, man.
And I was thinking exactly the same. I said, my brother there, fucking love him. We would be smashing it over there, and we would just be annihilating that place. It was just, I know. I would have been a legend there. They needed me there. That place needed a bit of livening up, man.
Yes. Where are you at right now, Martin?
Oh, I'm in Wales, in Britain. Yeah.
So are you by allegedly Dave?
No, but I do see him quite often. He's one of the tribe. It's considerably a big island, but we all to be. Everyone seems to know one another. It's like all my tribe. None of them live local, so I have to see any of the guys. I got to travel, or they come to me, and that's how it works.
That's amazing.
Same in America with all the truthers over there. They do exactly the same show. They do the same thing. They hook up when they can. They have meets when they can.
Yeah.
And that's the same type of people. Exactly the same. It's uncanny seeing you lot over there.
Yeah, that was my first time going to a big conference, actually. My first Flat Earth conference, really.
See what I seen on Facebook today, Dan, right? North Korea in Seoul big international flat earthers convention. I downloaded the picture, like thousands, all doing the they do that one. I'm not big on that one because we
me either.
Significance. That's why flat thumbs.
Yeah,
I like
and then Falkenbach, then Falkenbach was next to David, next to Max Sargent. Then Falkenbach give them flat thumbs. And
I met Max Sargent twice. I hung round and had a couple of pints with Max Sargent. He's really tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did some street activism in the Globe Light tour on the streets of
What's
Wales.
going on with that? Are they still doing the Globe?
Do you know what? When I go on it, I have the best time.
Yeah.
I really do. It's a bit cold in Britain at the moment. I heard Alex Michael was on Awesome Austin's last night. I don't know whether you've seen that. And he put it beautifully. Britain is a really grey, rainy, cold, miserable, down vibrational country. It really is. It's only like 2 months a year that it, it spruces up. And then it's all to do with their agendas. But yeah, it's a really bad place, Britain. It's a terrible
your microphone.
island.
Yo, I don't know what's going on here. I'm sorry. I keep getting kicked out. I don't know.
Do you know what? Stavely couldn't crank up today. He said his stream was shit. It's like they're just stretching us on the broadband. I think it's cold. Everybody's in, maybe. I don't know. Everything's changed. The internet looks different. Facebook is different.
It's totally different.
Everything. Did Elon Musk buy Twitter then?
Yep, he did. I know we're in for a bumpy ride.
Yeah, bumpy ride indeed. He's supposed to have got rid of like 50,000 bots straight away or something.
Something like that. But then you know how they do that. It's like
did you see Elon Musk posted what his bedside table looks like?
No.
Yeah, I got a picture of it, right? So
hang it up.
All right, I will now. Let me just download it. It's on my other computer. And then he he's got like about half a dozen cans of Diet Cola. So weird. And then a big sort of Glock. Yeah, modern Glock. An American Civil War flintlock. I can't fault the guy. That is literally fantastic. I would love one. And a Vajra. A Vajra. Yeah. This is supposed to be a mythical super weapon. It's not in. And then he's got one next to his bed. And if you bring a Vajra, it's a mystical super weapon. A weapon of the gods is the Vajra. Two opposing Taurus boomers. Sorry. So he's got one next to his bed. Why? Why is he got it?
Shelley, all good, Shelley.
I have a lot of stuff. I discovered something crazy today. Absolutely crazy. But it's not going to be, like for everybody when I post it. Some people are not going to know shit. So, but it is really, really fucking juicy. Bit difficult to explain. I was reading a Latin text, and it's basically hermetics, but hermetical laws via the Egypt dynasties. And I was just reading them randomly, and I sort of just stared at the pages, seeing if anything makes sense to me, because I'm not brilliant on Latin. And I looked at this number code, and I'm looking at the number code, and then it shows you what it acquaints to on this number code on this board. And it's 369, 369, 369, 369. I'm like, what?
Wow.
So the book is from 1570s. It's a study on Egyptology hermetics, and they've literally got the Rodin or the Tesla code, the 369 in there. I'm like, what? I'm not even joking. It's just like
Martin, they're trying to make me. They're trying to make me not be able to listen to what you're saying. Ever since you joined in, I've been getting kicked out.
I got kicked out too.
Every single point that you try to make, that you begin to make, Martin, to me, I get kicked out. You first started talking about China, I got kicked out. You started to make your second point, I got kicked out. Wow. And so now I just rejoined on my phone, Daniel Flattenbach here. And so now I won't get kicked out anymore. I'm here.
Kick me out and I will come back.
Isn't it weird? Yeah, me too. Yeah, so it's weird.
You can't kick me out anymore, suckers. Now I'm here to listen to Shelley, Martin, and Manny.
Yeah, Daniel.
Platforms gang.
Dude, we're getting no joke. It's so fucking funny, man. Like, think about it, Martin. You and I have watched each other grow for the past 7-8 years.
8 years plus, yeah, man, definitely that long.
And you know, just like both you and I knew from the beginning, there's going to be a lot of people coming into this, and then there's going to be a lot of. It's like it's like wrestling. You know, you see all these hot, flash and pan, they call them.
Do you know what? I know how to do this now. I watch them, and I know because of their dialogue or their narrative how long their lifespan is going to be on YouTube, whether they're going to be short-lived or
isn't that something?
I do. I know. I played the game so long now on YouTube. I just know how it goes. And
I even predicted, like, I even predict how long, and I even say like how they're gonna go, and I'm like, right. I'm like, oh, she's gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone. He's gonna get arrested. He did get arrested.
Who did? Who got arrested?
Just some crazy grifter.
I know loads have got arrested. Did you see Quasi-Luminous' arrest?
Yeah, I did.
That was when I lost all respect for him as a fellow human being and a man. You know, he was groveling on the floor, begging and stuff. I was like, man, you know, where's your dignity, dude? You're supposed to be a truther. You know, at least go out fighting. You know, where's James Kangen?
God's swinging.
Yeah.
Dang, Martin,
take your life, copper.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, he was just off his head all the time, and they knocked his door and said, like, we need to arrest you, and, you know, lay down on the floor. And he's like literally dropped to his knees and started groveling and crying and going, please don't hit me. It was like, I'd never seen anything so pitiful in all my life.
Wow.
It's the exact opposite of how he portrays himself.
He's supposed to be so hard and he's threatening and he's just like a narcissist, isn't he? He's talking to everybody like shit. He called everybody a necrophiliac. He's like, you're all dead. You're all necrophiliacs. You know, really, you know, nasty. And then when it comes out,
you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it, you know?
No, that's what he said as well. I had him on my channel, but then that fucking Toon MC, when I made a video last week saying me, Santos Bonacci, and Sean Ibler are Satanists, because even though I had him on my channel tongue in cheek, because I knew he was a raving nutter, and I knew he was dipping off on camera all the time to smoke some more fucking meth, come back, go like that for 10 minutes, and I'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake, he's doing me in. You know, I can't sit around with heads. They makes my nerves jangled. So.
It's funny.
Yeah, they do though. So yeah, he's gone anyway. Did you hear Jesus Lord Christ is dead?
What?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what happens. He made a video about me trying to make fun of me.
And I remember, you know.
He called it the curse of the subgenius.
And he cursed you as well, didn't it?
So what happened to him, man? I guess
he died, didn't he? Because he cursed
I guess his magic flew back to himself.
I was one of the only ones that never got cursed. I literally had a conversation about this. It's like, I haven't been cursed by him. He likes me.
Cool.
He did like me too. He like all those guys, like Osman and all the Globe Earth trolls.
Fucking hell, you broke a dream. I seen Tim Osmond in a dream last night. I shit you fucking not. I swear to God Almighty, I seen Tim Osmond in a dream last night.
What? About what?
And I don't even know what he looks like.
Oh, Tim Osmond? I mean, I think he's the Infinite Plane Society.
No.
Oh, that's the other guy. There's another Tim Osmond.
Well, you're right, Shelley. But there's two. There's the Tim Osmond of Infinite Plane Society with a Z,
and then there's really confusing.
And then there's the Tim Osmond with an S, who's the Globe Earth troll.
But the Tim Osmond with the Z is also Mark Sargent at times. It's all very confusing.
Yeah, it does get a bit weird if you haven't followed it. It's hard to.
I'm all right with IPS. I've never fell out with him in any frame or anything.
I mean, he used me for a lot of information on a lot of you guys. Actually, when he first came along, he didn't know anything or anybody, so he kept calling me up to get everybody's specs and data, and just to catch up because he didn't know anybody and I did, and so it's a shame. But
last time I spoke to him, he flipped out. I told him the flat Earth reset was really Jeff Stewart.
so yeah, I don't know. He's been a professional troll since pre-2009.
No shit.
Right?
These guys get paid, right? These are the guys that work for the government.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's just what he does is he just every every single fad and conspiracy he hops on.
Yeah.
And then he like paints pictures of like the anonymous mask and tries to sell it. So it's like
I knew there was alarm bells ringing when my book first came out, right? I went onto Amazon and I checked out. It's basically it's it's feedback and how many stars it got. And I noticed there was IPS's book on there, cartoon flat Earth book. You ever seen it?
No.
Yeah. It's just copycatting everything that we did except making a parody of it.
5-star and it hadn't been released yet. Yeah, it had a full. I was like, oh, look at him pushing this. He hasn't even been read yet or released. And it was like, it's a bit of an alarm bell, really.
I mean, the thing is that he could be making a lot more money if he just went full globe. So I don't. So that's the weird part, that he still hasn't, like, he's not a flat earther, but he hasn't gone. He can make way more money.
I thought he was a flat earther. He's not.
No, he's a fake flat earther. He's just he's just
I don't
in
know
it.
anything. I'm so out of the loop.
He was trolling us. Remember Ranty Flat Earth?
Yeah, of course.
He used to like be so flat Earth.
And now he's a glober, right?
Yeah, but Martin, I never trusted him or believed him.
I met him. Yeah, and we got on all right in that, but I had that buzz off him because he's pure capitalistic and he's always going on about money and stuff. And I'm like, anyone talks to me about money, I'm like, la 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 la.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Check out.
So I knew he was all about that, and he was all just using it for money. The whole thing, like, nothing to do with truth whatsoever.
Dude, Martin, you know what you love, dude? I found these. Check this out, dude.
What?
You see this? Hold on.
Yeah, man. What's that? The wonders of the World Fair.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Nice.
This is 1894.
Which one is it?
This is the Acme series, 1894, volume 1.
Which cities?
Oh, it's Buffalo.
Buffalo. Oh, wow. I got film footage of that. I was fully electrified one, the first one, before Pan Pacific.
Dude, I wish I can. Here, let me set this up.
Oh.
Okay.
I should share this out, really, shouldn't I? I don't want to click thumbs up until someone else does, because it's on 13 and I'm funny like that.
So look at these.
Yeah, Martin, if you can share it, share it.
I will. David Mannel's in chat, by the way, Manny.
You see, the whole thing is filled like this. All these old.
That's amazing.
It's got all the information on the bottom.
Any pictures of it being built? Just asking.
I have to go through them all. I got to make videos of this.
That's cool, Daniel. Where'd you get it?
I bought it at an antique place.
Sweet.
Yeah, see, this stuff is just full of stuff that they don't teach about.
Never heard about them in school. Never mentioned them, do they?
No. But it's so interesting that, like, I grew up here next to the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
And in Buffalo, which is a hugely historical Freemasonic city, and all the history with Tesla and the Niagara Falls and the hydrodynamic energy, and there's tons of buried buildings here in Buffalo. Tons.
Oh my gosh.
Tons. As a matter of fact, I'm such a lazy videographer that I don't even. I don't know why I don't. I've been here for years.
Any opportunity. I've missed out loads. I just, like, when I was in the Czech Republic, I could have made endless shots. I was seeing some of the coolest stuff ever earlier in the year. I never made one. I just forgot. I was away with myself, and it was like, I should have shared it more. I know it is hard.
Go out of your way and.
Yo, Martin, are you going to want an Earthship?
Sorry?
Are you going to want me to build you an Earthship?
I've been reading about airships today. That's what I've been reading. That's what I've been looking into a little bit. I'm looking at airships here and records of all these different voyages back and forth, transatlantic flights. I posted one of my, and we're talking like 1814. The first according to Google, the first one's in 1987. Yeah, I'm reading this book, Astrocaster, which is about aerostatic. and it just clearly states that they were. It gives you each record, how you can find out about this flight. It's just there's that much evidence they're doing transatlantic flights in balloons before the official narrative. It's just unreal. I just can't even believe that that's still there. The Wikipedia. It's just honestly, I got like dozens of evidences that is not the case. So yeah.
Yo, where do you find all that?
I search, like I was talking to Nora the other night. She's like, because basically the internet's about to be fucked. I'm not sure it's going to even carry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right. Because it's happened to me twice this week. I discovered these photographs, and they were like, "Oh my god, please let these be real. They're fantastic. They're like the best Dickensian early London 1850 photographs I've ever seen. Like mint. They were supposed to be in glass plate demographs and just mint condition. Never seen the like." And I was like, okay. And then when I looked into and researched them, the woman that had made them, I'd basically photoshopped them completely. The only real bit on there was the people's faces that were taken from other pictures. Everything else was AI. And I went, oh shit, because I was going to present them. And then there's these photographs and a video that's gone viral. This morning I had 68,000 views of this Scott, basically this Captain Cook, Scott expedition to Antarctica. I don't know if you've seen it. And amazing photos flying around out there of classical architecture in Antarctica.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's everyone's going with it. Like it's a reality, but you can just easily find out this is AI generated. So now the situation is we don't know, even me, what to believe anymore. But thankfully, back about like 2016, I saved terabytes of all my files, like endless map collections. And so I could literally not have the internet and still carry on going for a number of years. And everything I looked into today, none of it was off the internet. It's my own files.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying that they had this architecture. So do you think that Antarctica was like this green, lush area?
I think it is still now. I really do think it is now. I think if we was to, if we was to sail there, okay.
Sure.
I think that it would get, we'd be probably saying, where's the ice? So there's this code I was looking at earlier, right? I know it's a Latin text and it is pure obscure, but it's to do with the hermetics in hieroglyphics. And then I was just staring at this number code because I'm pretty enjoying that code sometimes. And then it was like, oh my God, the whole thing acquaints to 369369. And it's on both sides, which is what it is. It's a Mobius loop of maths. It proves so much that we don't understand about this play. It touches on simulation. It touches upon the matrix, basically, because this thing shouldn't really perpetually loop the way it does. Not even in a mathematical concept, you could build something that would fucking do the same.
Oh my God.
6ix9ine, the goose drank wine, the monkey chewed tobacco on a streetcar line. They've been telling us about this the whole time. They really have.
Damn.
This might interest you, Manny. See all these here? They're all flat Earth results for Victorian and early Edwardian newspapers. 1924 there, 1897 there. And basically, it's what people have said in the newspapers. You can bring them up. It's on the title. I'll put that.
I also posted the link in the description box at the end, where you find a lot of stuff since the 1600. But send me this link.
I will, but I was getting them free the last time. I'm not sure what's happened there. You got to give me the details. But you can get onto this archive anyway, and it gives you all these flat Earth results. There's so many, it's hard to even imagine. I've got like literally, you wouldn't even believe the flat Earth collection of books that I've got, Manny. I mean, all Lady Blout stuff. I mean, all Robotham. Yeah, I was collecting them early on, basically when I started getting into flat Earth. This is interesting. I've been reading today as well, right? It's more like just deciphering the ancients, but basically, they say the Christian Bible is not to be believed, and the only this is basically ancient fragments, okay? Assyria, Babylon, Persia, Egypt, Phoenicia, Carthage, and the Chaldeans. And the Chaldeans say, right, that the Phoenician first god was called Chuan, which is CHNU, or Chanu, excuse me. The Phoenicians are in control now, and they always have been, the Babylonians, and it says that they're heading towards a mystical sacrifice that has yet to come. Has yet to come. It states in this book. Well, I thought that was sinister. And Noah, and Noah's Ark, it says Noah, right, although a giant as well, was half man, half fish, according to the Chaldeans. Which I thought was mad in this book. Wow. So that's what I've been looking into this morning. Is my morning's Brian splats that I do every day.
We lost Manny.
Thing is I pick up little bits, and then as soon as I can't get any more, I leave that and I'll go on to the next bit.
That's amazing information. So, Martin, we were talking about like the time that we're like, what year do you think we're living in right now?
This is the situation. Idea. This is the situation, right? And I can be perfectly honest here, right? Yeah. We don't know what we're standing on. We don't know where we are, when we are, what we are. We don't even know how life arises. We know absolutely nothing of our reality here, guys. But what we are learning is we are manifestors, and they have hijacked consciousness so that we manifest the reality about us for them.
That's so trippy.
Yeah.
So how do we get back?
That's the power we need to take back as individuals, is the power to be able to think for yourself, because most people are thinking other people's bullshit, reading other people's bullshit. They don't. Original thoughts were always the case years ago. You know, your mother used to say to you, think for yourself, use your own mind, don't take everything with a pinch of salt. They don't now. Everything is just, that's evidence because it's on the fucking internet.
Do you think that we're like in a simulation based on what you discovered with the 369 and all of that? What are your thoughts?
I can't say yes and I can't say no, but again, it's something that you can't prove. But what I can say is I've taken a lot of hallucinogenics in my time, and you can see the structure of this place, and it is geometric. It is the geometric cymatic structure that we see in church windows. Micro down, and it's everywhere. The whole thing becomes that. And it can be with like in a fluid nature, like air is liquid, is fluid. That's another thing that I found today. In this Chaldean account, it states that the sky is fluid. And I wrote it down here today.
That's amazing stuff.
You want to hear the Phoenician cosmology.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit Kabbalistic, but it's not. And it says, look, God got lonely, created this whole thing, and he accidentally inadvertently created evil. God fucked up. He's out there on a limb, and we need to back him up, is what this like the narrative is, really. I'm not sure whether the Phoenicians are altogether evil from what I remember. There seems to be a lot of love, but it's all of these things like vanity. And, you know, things like that are not really good things, are they? Vanity and they don't promote
pride and all that.
Pride, virtue. That's right. Yeah. So they're ego-driven, aren't they?
They are. And I just want to understand, like, for me, it's just this lifelong quest to really know. It's those age-old questions of, like, who the hell are we?
I think we know more. I think the truth is here know more than academia. Because they just it up, right? They haven't got a clue. Unless they do, and they're just keeping it secret. But I tell you what, we've come far, far more than they have. We know a lot more now than we did 7 years ago. And we feel confident with what we're saying now as well, because we've put it to the test. We prove it.
Definitely.
You know, it's obviously flat. History's a lie. Everything that they've given to us is just bullshit.
Yeah.
And we're dumbed down so much. Imagine what we really are.
So what do you think we are? Like, what do you think our goal is to get back here? And
this is what I think. I think this is, well, they say it's a test, but I think this whole thing is a game. Okay, is
like Hunger Games.
Crack the game, the code. A bit like you ever seen the film The Cube when she cracks it out at the end?
That's cool. Dude, I watched that as a teenager. It tripped me out.
That a bit like that. And when she got to the end, you know, sort of the calculation, or she got to the end prize and worked out what it was, and then she could step out, although they murdered her because she was evidence to it. But I'm just saying, they say we can't get out. I say they're brainwashing, and we can.
We can get out.
The place is infinitely big. This is just a small bit, and we know nothing of the outside world. We get a little glimpse of, you know, very supreme architecture, supreme technologies that have nothing to do with seemingly us.
Yeah,
but there they are. We can see them.
If you have a pure heart, you get helped out along the way.
Really?
If you have a pure heart, you the mountains that were mountains of obstacles that were in your way will suddenly disappear.
See, do you know with manifestation, I've been messing up, I have, and I'll tell you how I've been messing up, right? First of all, a year or two ago, my intent was clear and I got exactly what I wanted and I got exactly what I desired, right? It just came to me like magic. Yeah, a little time later, but exactly how I'd envisioned it. And then come last Christmas, I just didn't know what I wanted anymore. And then I couldn't fix a firm intent on anything.
Yeah.
The stuff I was doing was other people's intent, therefore not mine, so it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
And then it just all went a bit like chaotic, but I've managed to bring it all back now. But I'm just saying.
How do you do that? Like, is there any kind of like place where people can kind of go and learn what you're just talking about? How did you discover that?
Turn inward.
Yeah,
you gotta quiet down.
So much of it is like unlearning, you know. I mean,
we know. I'm not being funny. We know all the answers already. Everything that we need to know, we already know. This is a case of remembering. This is a case of coming out of amnesia. Humans have been asleep for so long against our true human potential. We are clairvoyant by nature. We should be able to talk with our minds, not our mouths. Like the animals do.
Yes.
They're all still
I was just
psychic.
thinking this the other day, looking at my dog. Like, she communicates to me, but she says nothing.
I talk to her backside. I talk to her back with your mind. I always do with animals, and I'm telling you, they know. They can hear you.
Oh,
you tell your
yeah.
animal, I love you in your mind, it's going to run over and jump on you.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow.
I was doing a eye contact, eye staring meditation with a dog.
Yeah.
So just staring with a dog for a long period of time, and I noticed its pain from its upbringing, and I shed a tear, and the moment I shed a tear, the dog started crying too.
They are so emotional.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
Like at the same exact time, both of our tears, and I was like tripped out because I didn't.
Do you know when you have that moment of, do you know when an animal goes into, they mesmerize? Animals will just look at you and they'll just go. Stare at you. I think they're remembering. I think the animals are remembering that they used to be human.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait. Why would they come back as a dog? I just want to know.
Well, I don't know why. There's no separation between. We have just presumed that we're the most intelligent in this realm. When the whales have got a far more complex language than human beings.
Yeah, the dolphins too.
Thousands of miles.
Yeah.
You know, we're not the most advanced. We've built this civilization. We claim this is the peak of human civilization. We've been evolving all of this time to reach to these massive skyscrapers, is what they're telling us. But that's not the case at all. We've gone completely backwards.
Oh man,
this is now the Middle Ages mentality, chucking a bucket of pee out the window mentality. This place is infinitely fucked. Everything is poisoned. You go, do you know what I realized last night? I was laying in bed and I heard a train go past, right? And it went, I was thinking, that's incredible how a sound wave can just travel all that distance and pass through my wall and be picked up by me audibly when it's just an invisible sound.
Right.
It's just the most mind-blowing thing. Radio waves do the same. They're passing through us.
It's a mind trip.
So how they can interfere with us with electromagnetic technologies.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh my gosh, Martin, I want to like study your stuff. It's
Watch Pt2 British. It's all on there. My
channel. I mean, it's amazing stuff. I feel like I'm just, the more I know, the more it's like that cliche. I don't fucking know.
Well, the whole thing with this is doubt, right? It kills us. Stone dead, right? It's if you want anything, you have to have basically, it's like a motive. You're going to have a reason for it. So is it a selfish gain because I'm greedy and I've always wanted one? Or will this thing that I have, will this help others in the bigger picture, and then you set your intent, but is if you had any doubt, yeah, that's not going to work. It won't work. I guarantee it. It fizzles away and it goes.
How do you like
You've
not
got to
have
have the iron determination.
Okay.
I'm going to fucking do this. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to get done.
Yes.
Because we're cutting ourselves short. We're cutting ourselves too thin. We're sitting there waiting for life to do it things for us, and it's not going to happen. It's us that does it. It's us that makes this realm, and we just got to fucking stamp our feet and say, no, we're going to make this.
We're meant for much more than what this is.
I never limit my thought or my imagination in this place. Never.
Yeah.
And I've proved over and over again with the things that I've done, and I was right to. Yeah. They just keep everyone in a little box. And
Martin, what's your YouTube? It's Flat Earth British.
Flat Earth British.
Yeah, I got that. The Celtic Tatarian channel, Flat Earth British Think Tank channel.
Yeah, this is good stuff. Oh my God, it's like real school.
Yeah,
Mark,
do philosophy.
do you have a PO box that I can send you books at?
A PO box? No, I haven't got a PO box. You can say I got my address though, Dan.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me show you something real quick, because you were talking about this guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Captain
so this, I gotta get better light.
I want to get that, Daniel. That's awesome.
60,000 miles he clocked up. Trying to find a gap in the ice wall, apparently.
So here, I bought this the other day.
What's he say, Dan? I can't see that small.
It's the Journal of Captain Cook's Last Voyage to the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, that's
get eaten.
Yeah.
So this is the Great Americana by John Rickman, Journal of Captain Cook's Last Voyage to the Pacific Ocean. It's got this is 1966, Library of Congress. And it's got.
I'm always in there, library. Me, I'm always going through Library of Congress.
So it's got the map. It's got the map, right? It's got the map. I know you can't see it, but
yeah, no, it was that's supposed to be Antarctica, then, is it?
Hold on. Actually, what the heck? It's holy shit!
What?
Dude, it has. look at what it's showing at the top. Hold on.
Can I make
that's all right.
Screen bigger from then?
What, a connect in South America?
Here you go. All right, look at this.
Yeah, wait. Martin, do you notice? Can I bring?
I can't
make
see
the screen from then bigger?
Yeah. Well, you should be able to click his picture, and it comes up bigger, doesn't it?
Sorry, guys. I'm a little. This is my phone. I'm not good at it, but you see that at the top?
Yeah.
Wait.
It sounds like a tunnel.
Oh, that's perfect. Put it back up, Dan. I can see it.
Show it.
Perfect.
Wait, it's what? It says here. It says here's the ice at the very top.
Right.
It's this. What? All right. Sorry. But so I got this. So hold on. So I got this, Martin.
Yeah. Go on, bro.
Oh, you liar. Oh, brilliant.
So this one's okay. So other books by Admiral Richard E. Byrd: Skyward, Little America, Exploring Where Third, and Alone. So I got Alone. Actually, I got this one. I got this one. I also got this one too. I got a bunch of different. But then you got this Skyward. This is by Commander, not Admiral. Commander.
Oh, damn.
So this is the first edition I actually have.
What's that one
very
about?
good.
That's amazing. Where do you get all this stuff, Daniel?
So then I got Little America too here.
Oh, no way.
Wow.
I got a link for you. Yes, Dino cranked up last night talking about Antarctica, and he shared a book, Admiral Byrd's Adventures in Agatha. So
I mean, this I'll give you a quick. So it's got illustrations. It's got the city. Okay, it says. Just the titles of the shit. It says the aviation mechanics, the sea smoke, the men at work during the blizzard building tunnels, the winter parties that they had.
Building tunnels.
The loneliest city in the world.
Whoa.
I mean, the return of the sun. It isn't so hot. Cold weather clothing. Radio department. Whales trapped in a crack that suddenly opened up. What?
Do you think there's portals there, you guys?
Oh, I would be surprised. That's where they are.
An Antarctic skyscraper ventures into the Bay of Whales.
Bay of Whales?
A skyscraper.
Open water in ice-covered lands defies the ice age. All right, so you got all this crap, but then you got this. You ever see this one?
Yeah, the Hollow Earth. Because he's a Hollow Earther, right?
That's there, is it? That's the one. Let me give you this book. Oh, it's brilliant.
It says The Greatest Geographical Discovery in History by Dr. Raymond Bernard.
So do they think like, I know I think Admiral Byrd is a Hollow Earther guy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not opposed. I don't think the two are mutually exclusive.
We don't know what's below us. We have no
idea. Well, look, but the thing is that this isn't by Byrd. This is by Dr. Richard Bernard, and he's got the flat plane with the dome and an entrance with the sun and time.
Interesting.
So,
that's very interesting.
But it gets even more interesting. So this is not by Byrd, but and it says the greatest geographical discovery in history. But then you open it up.
That book there, I just linked there, or the older version. I've just linked it in the private chat. I think it's that.
So,
yeah.
So
but Martin, the firmament is also flat, right?
Well, I couldn't really say. I can't say anything with certainty. I can just guess that it is going on ancient texts like the Quran or Vedic or Norse. But
I think
it's
the
a
firmament
nice dome
is
there
flat.
going on.
But
they say it's an inner Earth, don't they? They say it's like an inner sun. So, if you think about that in dimensions, if it's only 24,000 miles around, how small does the inner sun have to be? It's just, if you do the mathematics and break it down, I don't think it's doable.
Okay, so this is 1969. This book is in 1969.
That's early. Okay, when's this one? This one's 1901. This Hollow Earth book I just linked.
So the book that I'm reading right now, The Hollow Earth, The Greatest Geographical Discovery in History, made by Admiral Richard E. Byrd in the mysterious land in the mysterious land beyond the poles, the true origin of flying saucers.
Flying saucers, Victor Schauberger.
I'm not saying that they're not a thing either, because I've seen them, so I can't really.
It says the Hollow Earth presents the most astounding theory propounded since Columbus exploded the flat Earth myth. Its incontrovertible proof and public knowledge of it would cause governments to topple. Perhaps money and credit would vanish. The thesis of the Hollow Earth will shock many people. Others will call it absurd or impossible. Yet what other sensible interpretation can be made of the amazing statements by Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd before and after his polar expeditions? What did this respected circumvent scientist and explorer mean when he spoke of that area beyond the pole? To what did he refer to when he said that enchanted continent in the sky, land of everlasting mystery? Why did he say that this is the most important expedition in the history of the world? Dr. Bernard supports his hypothesis and analysis of the polar expeditions of Peary, Cook, and Byrd, and reports of the less renowned explorers. His amazing theory offers answers to problems that have baffled scientists for centuries. Why is the Earth flattened at the poles? Why is the sun invisible so long in winter near the farthest points north or south? What causes the aurora borealis? Where are the icebergs formed and how? What produces the many tidal waves? And it goes on. But so this is. But
the icebergs is good because they're fresh water. So where are they coming from?
So I got these Captain Cook books. I got mostly all the Admiral Byrd. I got mostly all the Admiral Byrd books, even the first editions. And I got these books in 1969 by other doctors talking about Cook and Byrd. And then I got this one right here.
Wait, I bring you to the full screen.
When did you get all these recently, Dan?
I collect books, dude.
Yeah, same. I was insane amounts.
This is Bird's Great Adventure, Francis Evelyn Miller.
Wow. So it's an alternative thing. The thing is, the Scottish pilot that took him into Agatha, the one who was in the North exploration, he said on his deathbed it was all true. The Scottish pilot. So, you know.
Look at it. Look at it says at the bottom. It says 1,000 years of polar expedition.
What?
Oh, wow.
It says at the bottom 1,000.
How long? How long?
1,000 years.
Wow.
So this one, and this book is This book is this is 1930.
Wow.
That's wild.
That is really good, Dan. That's juicy.
In tribute to Rear Admiral Richard Byrd and the thousands of men who have traveled the trails to the ends of the earth.
Oh, damn.
This is a message in the beginning by President. It says the President's message. Herbert Hoover, President of the United States. I know that I speak for the American people when I express their universal pleasure at your successful flight over the South Pole. We are proud of your courage and your leadership. We are glad of proof that the spirit of great adventure still lives. Our thoughts and appreciation include also your companions in the flight and your colleagues whose careful and devoted preparations have contributed to your great success. Herbert Hoover, President of the United States. It's a historical book, historical messages. This has some of 1,000 years of Arctic exploration from majors, the lieutenants, admirals. For more than 1,000 years, the polar regions have been the field of man's efforts to acquire a knowledge of their physical formation and to secure mastery of their material possessions. The stimulating purposes of his voyages have turned to colonization, commerce, surveys, science, exploitation, and finally, as a field of heroic adventure. So these are this is prehistorical
exploitation. I thought they weren't allowed to do any science there.
Wow. So I wanted to share all that with you, Martin.
That's amazing.
That's brilliant.
Very cool. Yeah.
I want to, dude. I'll send all those books to you, Martin. I don't care.
That's amazing, Daniel. That's good stuff right there. Holy cow!
You know I'm a book addict, don't you?
Yo, if you want them, I mean, I'm not trying to tease you, man. I'm just, if you want them, you'll be able to do more than I will.
Let me show you some the exposition.
I got this piece of shit too. Sorry, if you know Morals and Dogma, I got one right here.
Wow.
No, I don't.
That's the Freemason pipe.
Oh, right, it's a Freemason red book, is it?
Yeah.
I got Morals and Dogma.
I was just watching. Did you guys watch that? Did you guys watch that? I guess whistleblower guy who comes out. He won the Australian something, and he was a full-blown Mason, and he's now exposing everything, like a 5-hour deal. I don't know. It's all you wonder how these people could live after that. I don't know. It's all weird stuff,
Yeah. Well, they keep things secret for a reason.
Yeah.
But I worked with Freemasons in my last job, but it was in retail, and they were just dumb shits. They didn't know nothing.
They didn't know.
I can't imagine them knowing anything important. They could hardly talk.
You have to be high enough to know what's
well. This is it, and whatever. So yeah, they had the Buffalo one was fantastic, wasn't it? Fully electric, and this is also. Oh my god! Look at it.
Martin, you see all the books that I'm surrounded by?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm literally. It's like. I mean, I got a bunch. Where are those ones? Sorry. Oh man, dude, the Einstein's books are hilarious.
Einstein's just gets on my nerves. So
I only have one book about Einstein. It's called 100 Authors Against Einstein. 100 Authors Against Einstein. I will show you. I will send you a photo next time, Martin.
All right.
Martin, what were you showing us with all that electric stuff? What were you saying?
Free energy. Free energy.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's Buffalo basically. was the first expo to have it, but you know, the whole world's
Oh
supposed to
my
be on gas
gosh.
lamps at this period. Yeah, they got like, you know, this is the Victorian world, and
yeah,
it's absolutely beautiful, and it's fully electric.
and now
imagine that glowing.
Now all the government goes to us and tell us, please save the power and turn off the light.
So they
free energy is the same. Look, no,
do
I
they
just show you.
repackage it and then charge us for it? Is it like
Yes,
a DC?
yes, you can't put meters on free energy. That's right.
So they repackage it into AC. Is that what I'm understanding? And then they sell it back to us. Is that what
you get dirty electric? You're worse off than Britain. I gotta be honest. But if you look at this, where did I find this? This was just I picked up in a book just the other day I was reading, where they just show you the simple static electricity. The thing is, if we could catch a lightning when it's happening, which you talk about in these books I'm reading, which I don't really do anymore, using resonators, and you can store that charge, it's usable, and we're wasting billions and billions every single thunderbolt, every single electrical storm. When they're not even utilizing it. They use like stupid stuff like wind turbines, which are probably burning off electric, and their pylons carrying electric across the countryside. They're probably literally generating electricity out of the static ether. These are them AI ones that I was
right. So they're So they're basically taking the free energy, packaging it, and then charging us for it.
You got it. You got it. Look at Satan's happy little Santas here. Look, they done a happy Santa.
My God.
Love you, Satan. It came out.
Holy shit.
No, listen. It was illegal. I pulled this up. I got Christmas. Look at this, right? Christmas was way illegal. Public notice. The obfuscation of Christmas being deemed a sacrilege, and exchange of gifts and greetings, defying and fine clothing.
Martin. That's why the police was invented. That's why they invented the police.
Yeah. No worries. Definitely, that's the case.
Hey, you guys can't have sex orgies and perform criminal acts out in the open. So
we'll go back.
They think it's all right because they'll just go and redeem themselves later and think it's all okay. Sorry, I did that. I'm okay. No, I'm all better. Forgive me.
And by the way, Shelley, they don't just take the water and sell it back to us. They add their special little chemicals and then sell it back to us.
Yeah, that's why I don't pay my water. They can't prove it's safe.
How do we escape this? You know, how do we? I know knowledge is key and understanding and how to like say no, but how do we actually like change it? Is it the whole intention, Martin, that you're talking about? Where
you know the way consciousness is. I know we're separated, but we're not really. If you imagine there's an invisible web that connects us all, our minds as well, and our emotions. So basically, there will be a day when we will resonate at such a high pitch that everybody else will just have to come on side because they won't have any choice. They won't even understand it. They will have to. You know, when you're resonating at this pitch, you know, dogs, cats, all animals recognize it. People recognize it. The atmosphere changes when you walk in a room. People don't know anything about you, want to tell you their entire life story just out of the blue. Because they know that you're resonating on this higher frequency, which we all are. And eventually that will participate out. It is only a matter of time. And, you know, stupid shit like the moon this week and, you know, Elon Musk and all of the rest of it. I think they're just giving it away. You know, this is just really childish to make people believe. And see this? I've got one that's got, you know, somebody put it through analyzation. There's a block around these here.
Wow.
You know? And, you know, the clips, they're supposed to be like the whole thing is just they're literally giving it away. They really are giving it away right now. They are.
So.
Yeah, look at this. Do you know the new the carpet in Buzz Lightyear? It's the same carpet as the Shining.
Oh,
Daddy boy,
Infinity and beyond. And there it is. There, it's another rust bucket. That, like, why don't they make them look like they might work? And where's the trillions of stars anyway? Forget about that anyway.
Yeah.
I noticed this. I was pulling up this picture, and this is Stevie Nicks, obviously with George Harrison, right? Love George Harrison. Until this, I focused up on his ring. He's got a
Oh, I
Freemasonic
need
ring.
that picture. Holy shit.
And I only seen that this week. You got a Fab 4
Wow.
t-shirt on and a nice little Freemasonic pyramid ring there.
Damn.
You know?
Damn, George.
The other witch.
Krishna, Hari, Hari.
Yeah, so he's
Man,
full of
dang,
shit.
Daniel, that's amazing.
That's
A
off
snake.
the coast of Spain. They put
Oh
a
my
giant,
God.
giant sculpture off the coast of Spain
Yeah.
for some reason. They got bored in lockdown though. So there's Felix Baumgartner. He's about to jump out, but this camera is not going to show the same. But you can see there, he's, you know.
Yeah.
And when they show you, you got the whole world below you, and there's people like, oh, he's that high up. It's like, that ain't even that high up. If you're in a place, plane height there.
Oh, you can play.
It's the continent New Mexico.
Yeah, the continent.
That's where I'll be. Yeah, that's where I'll be in 1 month's time in New Mexico. So I'm going to the giant continent in New Mexico.
That's funny. Wow.
See these necropolis stations? They were all over. For there was that amount of dead that they had their own London necropolis railway stations to take the amount of dead out of London.
Yeah,
that many. You even got a coffin ticket for the dead, third class. Look.
Wow.
London necropolis line. They had their own line. That many dying. There, look, necropolis station.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that many dying. But they say it's cholera. I think they're probably chasing it with a vaccine. Look at that. Cooking with poo.
Oh shoot.
Cooking with poo. Shelley, you asked before, what do you think we can change? Yeah. The first thing is we get the best water. Yeah. Martin knows spring water is the best. It don't change the color or getting hot when you make electrolysis. In my mind, when we drive to work, we go there in the restaurant and buy our food. Everything of the food is cooked with the tap water from the city.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and the city tap water is getting black. You can see this in my electrolysis videos.
Wow.
And that's
water
the
is life.
bullshit.
It really is.
Yeah.
Water.
Martin knows all the
information. When I was in the Czech Republic, all I was thinking is, look at these people. They're definitely on something. It's in the water. They all look so healthy. They were all thriving, all happy.
Really?
And in each town, it was just, you could just help yourself and literally you can feel a difference like within minutes. You feel just nice.
Do you think because I don't know, it's hard even to trust the water I have to buy, you know what I mean? And so I can test it. What about through like juicing? You know how you can get
listen, they've messed with absolutely everything, even the fruits. You know, I would just buy a water filter or a distiller if you really want to go down there. I'm not necessarily completely made up about distilling, no.
Yeah.
But I've got a friend that does it, and the slurry that comes out of the water on one day, you get like 2 grams of this.
Oh Jesus! It's like, how do they want us dead? Like, why do you think they want us dead? Why do you think they're trying?
They're shortening our lives.
Because we are slaves.
They don't want us dead. They want to make money off you.
Yeah.
When you're ill.
They want to bring you on the bill, right, Martin? You said it right.
We're supposed to live for hundreds of years, perhaps even thousands.
Yeah. But that's what was coming. That's the next step for us all. Is we unlock from the matrix.
That's what I want, Martin.
We unlock the human potential.
That's what I want. Can I?
But the thing is what we can have is like narcissists getting these super abilities and superpowers, because that's the last thing we want.
We will gain these powers. That's the thing, though. So but we can't turn into these things that we're fighting against. Which I found myself turning into sometimes. I'm like, geez,
I've had some worthy adversaries in my time. I still have got, but they're a bit of piss poor. They need to meet it up a bit, you know. But I have got adversaries.
There's not many. There's not many anymore, but there still are. But you were saying, Shelley, truly being in a state, using your will and concentration and intent, and not listening to your thoughts so much. Turning stuff
down. Write stuff down. Write down your feelings or your thoughts. I find it better. Okay. I'll think something in the middle of the night, and I leave a pad by my bed, and I'll write that down, because that could be important later to refer. It might be meaningless at that time, but later on, I'd be like, I know what that meant.
You're supposed to have a high level of devotion and not just like a passive hobby type of.
This is
just a little. It's like you really. The word, God wants his devotees to be 100%.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a purification, Dan. It's a purification process for us all. It is. Yeah. But
I don't use that word too often. But
no, I know. But you know what I mean. It's a cleansing of the soul, isn't it? He's not.
This
I don't think he's
such good information stuff. That's like real education. For people to bust out of this matrix. And oh my God, I love everybody here. It's
we need to know what to do with the power, though. That's the thing, because like you just can't waste it, and this is to build a new world for the future, for the the children to come and all of that. And everything seems to be an agenda, it's like what is to be believed? This death thing, everybody for some reason has to die. Yeah, everyone is shit scared of it. But they're not shit scared of death. They're shit scared of the pain of death. And the pain of death is given to us by them at the end.
Oh.
So it's all them. Everything is them. And like, what is death? We don't even know what life is. Never mind death. This thing here is just to be cracked. And I bet you any money is just like click of a finger. You've done it. Well done, you. You can either live in this paradise place, chill out. But like, even me, I'm like, well, what is paradise?
Yeah.
Not sure even that even matches up to my expectations. What I want.
I've even heard like people, because my husband died and he died at like a.
My wife died too.
I'm sorry.
3 years ago. I was with her 27 years.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Since the 80s.
How did she pass away?
She drunk herself to death.
Wow. I'm really sorry, Martin. My husband was killed on a bicycle, and I always wondered, like, was he in so much pain? Did he experience like this intense pain? And I was being alone and all this stuff. And then someone told me that your body just goes into shock and it protects you from the pain.
Yeah, so it's like God, the people who are in that much trauma, they've literally, God's just like rides them through it, and they don't do that amount of suffering like you'd imagine. Really,
yeah, that's really
that you can see it on their faces that they know that they're being protected and helped through by an angel. You do. Angels walk them with hospital wings, looking for people that are worthy of help, and they will step in. And I know they do. I know they do. I've seen it happen.
Shelley, I do meditations on death to prepare myself for dying, and apparently, like, just real quick, your memories will be the first things that starts to fade away, and it's like you're like somewhere else, but your memories are slowly going. And actually you'll see the angels and the devils all around you in the sky.
10 months post-mortem, before the electricity dies down in the brain. 10 months post-mortem.
What does that mean?
After you die, your brain doesn't stop.
Yeah,
that's true, Martin.
What if they like get cremated or something? Does it?
Well, that's the only way. If you get buried, they used to have like a bell in case anybody woke up. People used to wake up in you can go into a deep state of sleep where you'd be so deep that you won't be able to exhibit a needle prick or the mirror, steam, or a pulse in any way. You still be alive.
Oh
and
my
you can be in that state for months. And this was the alarming thing. So in the Victorian era, they fitted them with mort bells or mort cages. So people are like come back to life so often because of wrong diagnosis of death in the Victorian era.
Yeah,
that a lot of people got buried alive, and it was a big fear. But they do recognize that the minds, the human brain, its electrical functions do not close down for at least, so maybe years. So you could be in a coffin, all right, or when everyone's around your deathbed and you've just passed over, right? And they're all fucking you can everything.
So Martin, do you think the soul is in our brain?
A soul?
The soul, our soul.
Right, well, most to be a bigger player than necessary, and I seems to be last months or so, for some reason, I've just been affected by like emotion, overwhelm. It just comes on me. I got to think of something beautiful, or just even a cute dog fucking video, and I'm like fucking tears. There's something going on with that. But soul it can't be in the mind. It can't be in the mind. It's not existing in the physical realm, Manny. Yeah, it is light in the ethereal plane, which is close by. So we don't exactly exist here. Okay, we exist in a higher realm. So there's the higher Manny and the higher Martin and the higher Shelley and the higher Daniel in this higher place. And we are the physical manifestation in a water solution of this experience.
Like holographic almost?
Very much like holographic. Have you ever seen the film Abyss, when you see these water manifestations out of water? So we're very much like that with carbon. You know, old people, right? They all share the same thing. I notice none of us are going to be like that, right? Is they all get really wrinkly, okay? And that is dehydration, okay? Because they took the water out of water. Well, everybody is drinking alcohol. That dehydrates by nature. The alcohol is a dehydrator.
Yeah.
And the water that they drink in. Like, I don't touch water. I have water in coffee. I don't drink it. I don't drink it.
Yeah, but what do you use for your coffee, Matt?
Well, I boil my water, and I got a coffee machine, so I use the tap water. But I'm in a fluoride free city.
Very good.
Yeah.
Did you test it for your own with the electrolysis?
No, they just state that on the website. There's about 4 or 5 British cities that have got this. Newcastle, there's a couple of others. And I can see differences in the people here as well. As soon as you go over the Severn Bridge into England, everything drops, the vibration drops. You come over here, it's like fucking Hobbit land. Everything's exciting and mystical, and this is fabulous buzz. As soon as you cross into Wales, you get that buzz. You don't get nothing like that going across the other way. It's just like, oh, fucking hell.
Wow.
It's all dark. Am I going to get killed? It's that buzz. So there is something going on with this country, as little as it is. I think it's a very mystical place.
Oh my gosh, this has been like the best. I mean, everything is your shows, man. You got the best people on here. They're just mind.
Well, we've been around a while.
This is such good stuff.
Thank you, Shelley. I have to get going here in like 5 minutes. I got to go do some car mechanic stuff. But I've been using this Salvatore Dali Universal Tarot deck. It's like a $100 to $250 tarot deck, and so I actually I was like you, Martin, with my intent this past year. I was just in an aimless, totally unmotivated place this past year.
Got it.
And so I've been getting my power and my motivation, inspiration back, especially after Flattoberfest. And so now I'll be living in an Earthship in 1 month, and I'll be building more Earthships again in 1 month.
I seen on Karen's show your Earthship, yeah.
So I went to go do a tarot card pull for myself. And the tarot card I pulled said that you need more action and habits in your life, more good habits. And the tarot card said that I need to pick a card a day for the next 10 days. So I'm on day 4 right now, and I've been picking the tarot cards a day. This is day 4, and I wanted to do a quick 1 card reading.
Oh yeah, go on.
Okay, cool. And then I
was opening before he said it.
I'll be right back. You guys keep going.
So here it is. So we got the Tarot Universal.
Nice.
And I've been using a anti-spiritual, Zen-like Zen Osho deck. That's what I was using.
I got fairy cards. I use them.
It's kind of like childish to me now. But this new Dali Tarot Universal, it's all of his paintings. He painted each one of these cards.
What?
And he painted every single one. And
how brilliant.
And they're very powerful, very intense, and extremely psychological. So it's like it makes you reflect on your thoughts, your words, your definitions, your emotions. And that's what I've been doing the past 4 days. So this is day 4. I kind of want to do it for somebody else, but should I do it for myself, since should I do it for myself or you guys?
I don't mind. I read.
All right, I'll do it. I'll pick a card for you, Martin. I'm gonna shuffle it real quick.
Okay.
All right, I'm shuffling.
Should be good, Dan.
So just think of any question that you want, Martin. Any question that you have about anything, and then ask them to the cards.
Okay, I got it.
All right. So I'm just shuffling here. And I'm just gonna pick at random. I mean, shit. I'll. Where do you want the closer to the bottom, the middle, or the top?
No, you always get the oil filter at the bottom, somewhere in the middle. Yeah, that's nice.
Wait,
Cool.
I bring the full screen. Wait then.
Okay.
So
it's got pentagrams all over it.
Yeah, Freemason.
And a bird, a budgie, and what looks like some sort of scientist. But there's a Fibonacci in the budgie, isn't there?
That's interesting. That's one dude. That kind of looks like you.
It does. And the hair.
No, he looks like Mozart.
What does it mean?
So this is really interesting, dude. I've never picked this card. Okay, so here goes. This is obviously a 9 of Pentacles. Sorry. It's coins, actually. They call it coins in this one.
All right.
So yeah, it actually says that it's either coins or pentacles. So this one is the coins, they say. Okay. So here we go. This is a minor arcana. This is the 9 of coins. It says, the key theme is mature talents. It says it makes a big difference whether or not you are in this world. Sorry. It makes a big difference whether or not you are in this world, because you brought something unique with you that will make it a better place. Do not hide your talents. Be generous and show your fellow human beings the treasures you have to offer. You yourself are a treasure.
You just answered me. That's the answer.
I know. We were just talking about that, remember?
Fucking hell, Dan.
So, hold on, listen. The key to unfolding inner wealth is love. Love is not just an emotion. It is the basis and the result of the blossoming of all of your needs and talents. This card is all about the love you feel for your fellow human beings, for animals and plants, for things, events, and anything else. Love is not just the right measure in a partnership. Love is a way of encountering the world. The more talents and needs of as many people as possible are being realized, the greater the love and the greater the benefit for all involved. Any material gain that does not fulfill needs or support talents is really of no value. If you encounter the world with respect and love, you add to it. A greater whole is created, in which many people with their strengths and weaknesses, their advantages and disadvantages feel included. Shelley, that's what you were talking about. Oh. You cannot gain more than this, and you should not be satisfied with less. Now, this is the best part. This is my favorite part at the end. This is the practical advice. I always love this part. This part's my favorite. This is only one paragraph. Practical advice. Now, this is what I said, Shelley. The first sentence, it says practical advice. It says...
Shelley is not here at the moment, but she will jump in again.
Probably, yeah.
It says, stop the internal dialogue.
Oh.
The nervous chattering of your inner voice. That's literally what I said earlier. I said, stop your thoughts and stop thinking and find inner peace. I don't even know what this is. It says your blue hour. I never heard of that before. It says find inner peace, your blue hour, by giving loving attention to your tasks and by joyfully recognizing your results. Stop parroting the ideas of others or imitating their ever-changing moods. Find the fitting framework for your high-flying plans and your blossoming talents. Wow, man.
That's so fit.
This is great, dude. So stop the inner dialogue, the nervous chattering of your inner voice. Find inner peace, your blue hour, by giving your loving attention to your task and by joyfully recognizing your results.
Which is what I want to do anyway. Yeah.
Stop parroting the ideas of others or imitating their ever-changing moods.
Yeah, that's ego-related, isn't it?
Find the fitting framework for your high-flying plans and your blossoming talents.
Think big.
That was it, dude.
Yeah, very
Thanks,
cool.
Dan. That's fucking really brilliant. That's really helped that out. That's amazing. Thanks.
Hell yeah, dude. My phone's gonna die, and my bike.
You getting fixed your motor, man.
Yeah. All right. See you later, Manny. Thanks for having me on. Yo, awesome talking with you, Martin and Shelley.
My brother. Catch up soon, Dan. Yeah.
I love you guys.
Double
thumbs.
Yeah, all together. Come on, then.
Woohoo!
We have a new Instagram photo.
I think that's a thumbnail, that is, isn't it, man?
All right. See you later, guys. I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you too. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, Martin. I think Shelley will come back. What's
so
going on
in the chat? So I'm looking at your chat feeds, user.
Yeah, in the chat. Three Fingers is here.
Yeah, man.
Oui.
I know.
Yeah, Flattoberfest. Have you seen the photo from Dan Falkenbach with Max Sargent?
Yes, I have on Facebook. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a few photos and I know.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Yeah, I've seen a few pictures out there with Dan at the Flattoberfest. You did get about. Yeah. Oh, I hope to go one year. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was looking at one to do in the spring. It's no point me doing one beforehand, but there's a large place not that far from where I live, holds about 300 people. So I thought do something there maybe when its weather improves and hire the place and just have a Flat Earth British. Because there's been thousands turned up this year to my dues. I had a big convention where 300, one with Dave and Mark Devlin and others. And then I did the tour and then I did another convention. And so it was like thousands involved. So I want to do that again because we're not seeing anybody. And winter, yeah, it's too cold to actually want to go out and do anything really. I don't want to go boating because it'd be like, an Arctic experience. So I'm not feeling going out boating at the moment. But it's good for research because I know Dan's told me that now I'm going to be fucking nuking the internet with information. I feel that.
And you have the right fingers for it, Martin. You find out the good stuff.
I know. It's just sometimes it's like you said, and about parenting and us. It's what it is with me. Is I find that I don't watch hardly anything really. I only keep an eye on you lot and see what's happening. Is that the internet's just messed up? It's a lot of fake information. It's like today I posted on my community page because it says that Bruce Willis is dead. So I'm like, oh, is he? So Google it, and it says, oh, Bruce Willis is not dead. And then it says Bruce Willis is dead. And then it says Bruce Willis. I know. So I don't know. So I put it on my community page to ask in the community, is he dead? Is he alive? Did he die hard? Is he alive? Is he dead? So what it is now, it's a daily dose of fucking false information. You got these AI images chucking around that people are going viral with, and other people are going with, thinking there's some amount of fucking reality in it, which is dangerous. Because if they just keep muddying it up as much as that, eventually, no information, except for hopefully mine, because I got it in written down in fucking volumes of texts that I can find and in hard drives of my own information, luckily. But other people who are taking it from the current day in the last couple of years from the internet. So I've been searching images, right, for 10 years now, and you get to see the same old fucking images. If you see something that's new, yeah, it really does stick out. It's like, whoa, what's that? Otherwise, they're always copied. I always see Google search, other search machines. They're always the same pictures. Always. It's like there's no others out there unless you go into the past and dig into some of these catalogs and stuff, which is what I do. But if they keep on doing it with AI images, fake information, eventually it'll be so mistrustful, the internet, including YouTube, that it'll just be a joke. They would have made it a joke. Is what they would have done, and that would have been by design. Yeah, it's just to make it such a confusing fucking mess of information. Like that film. Did you see it? Died suddenly?
No.
About the Novid, the film about the undertakers reporting on strange worm-like things in people's veins in autopsy. Have you heard about this? Did you see that film?
No, but I think you can send me the link.
I can. It's oh, I got it somewhere. It's on Rockfin. It's taken off YouTube, so it's hidden everywhere, but it's hidden so everyone can find it. It's gone viral.
Yeah, I have a Rockfin account, so
yeah. Well, you can watch it without logging in anyway. I did.
Yeah, Sean told me I should make it.
You should watch it. I only watched that about 3/4 of an hour. I couldn't stand it. It was nasty. But what I did get from it, it was bits of truth and a whole lot of bullshit, you know, from the Globetards and their sort of thinking. Yeah. So I was like, oh, fucking hell, what's this up to? So that is just to gaslight people who have gone with the Novid thing and got themselves injected. Because they will be like petrified and worried right now if they have watched that film, thinking that's what's happening to them. So
have you watched Fluid from Sean?
Yeah. It's completely different to that. Fluid is more organic. It's more like from the truthers. Yeah. This film's not. It's a load of undertakers. It's a really well made, scripted documentary film. Is what it's like. Really well produced. And it's again, you trust these people from doctors and academia when they come out with these vials and stuff and say this stuff? You know, it's like.
Hey, Martin, I can tell you actual news. I was yesterday at the dentist. Yeah. And he repaired my teeth because one was dead because I had a bicycle crash. Lindsay also knows this, and you can see this in all my old videos. And when he repaired it, he said to me, and now, Manny, I will bring some fluoride on your teeth. And I said to him, no.
To make your teeth strong, it is, Manny.
Yeah, and then I told him why not, and I told him all about the electrolysis and that fluoride is in the water, not in where I live, but in the next town. We find fluoride in the water, and it's all bullshit. Yeah.
And what did he say?
He knows I'm a flat earther because the biggest restaurant in my small town, we are only 2,000 souls here. He has a 50 age party when the owner of the restaurant was 50 years old. And there also the dentist was there, and we drink some beers and have fun. And he knows the earth is flat.
I get you. So everyone in the town knows then, basically, do they?
I think so, yeah.
Same around here.
Yeah.
Same around here. I don't mind. They all know, though. Like that kid giving me flat thumbs this morning. Never seen him before in my life. Sat in the barber's chair going.
Yeah, very cool.
I had a kid. I was on the ATM machine, right? And I could hear like a tap in. And I looked behind me and there was a kid sat in his passenger chair with his father at the traffic lights. And he's going out the window. Little kid. He was about 10 or something. Fan of Flat Earth British. Mad. Oh, hiya, Capalocious.
Yeah, Kappa is here.
Kappa.
I get it from the wood, the spring water.
I've seen that spring you've posted. That's really nice.
Yeah. I'm very lucky that my mother found the Kaiser Franz Josef Quelle, Martin. Because you can Google for it, then you find it. But nobody will search for Kaiser Franz Josef Quelle. No one comes to the idea.
Cool.
That's crazy, yeah.
So we got Earl D. Dat Lawrence. Earl D. Dat Lawrence. Don't know him.
Yeah. I have seen him in your lives, Martin.
All right. Good to see you, Earl.
Yeah, and yesterday Sean wrote me he will go live with us, but maybe he have some stress.
Life happens. Yeah, you call me sometimes, and I'm like doing other shit, and I can't possibly do it.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, but very nice that we are together again, Matt.
Yeah, man.
And Shelley jumps in again.
Hi there. Sorry, guys.
Hi, lovely.
Yeah.
Where did you disappear? Hi, Shelley. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Hi, lovely. Hey, but Shelley, we also can do this. And Martin also.
I don't like the flat fingers. I'm not feeling that the same way.
Martin.
I'm just not. It's you. That's so you. Anyway, Flat Thumbs is more me. I've got a Flat Thumbs t-shirt.
Yeah, I also have a Flat Thumbs t-shirt.
Oh,
but I have one t-shirt I never showed. Wait. Go on and talk to each other.
I've got a good t-shirt.
Isn't it true? Like,
oh, you knocked yourself out there. You knocked yourself out there.
That's weird. That was okay. There. Isn't it true that the hand sign? Because I've been studying this Freemason stuff. Like, it's like a Freemason sign, right?
Yeah. You can just look at the handbook of Freemason signs. That one is like the third one down.
So, right.
Yeah, and that that's one, funny, and this thing like that.
Flat Lives Matter.
All that.
Yeah, Flat Lives Matter.
I did that for years, right?
Alex,
I used to start vlogs. Flat with British man, legal speaking. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right. That is nice. So that peace sign means like V for Frill or something like that, isn't it?
Well, it's this Freemasonic symbol. It's why Winston Churchill used to do it. Because if you do that, it becomes a pentagram there.
Oh.
You do that.
Oh, shoot.
I know. So it's too inverted. Yeah, it's all coded. But it's insidious what's going on in the background. I try not to think about it too much. I just I put a vlog up this week. I got really spooked. I sort of haunted myself this week. In the last couple of months, I literally freaked myself the fuck out. There's an old bloke lives next door. He's an old twat. He is. He actually called me a nigger. I'm not even.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a real knob. He's like old racist guy, yeah, British guy.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Weird, isn't it? And he called me a grass. He called me a nigger. And my friend said hi to him, and he spat at her. I was like, okay. So anyway, I thought he was dead, right? So I went to I phoned 101. The woman on the phone, the police just started shouting at me, so I couldn't get on there. So I phoned basically 999 emergency services. Can you go and check? I think he might be dead in there. And they're like, you're overreacting. Don't worry. It's like, oh, okay. And my friends were saying, and my son was saying, you're overreacting. But there's been no movement, and it's just really weird feeling. So I started to get spooked. I could feel things coming down the hall, like sort of following me and feeling like breathing on me, and just fucking freaked out by it for weeks. Yeah. And then I find out he's not even dead. He's in the hospital. Right. So I just did all that to me. I spooked myself out. That's me doing that to me.
Oh, you're kidding.
I know. I did it to myself. He's not even dead. He's not even in there.
So that's the power of the mind, huh?
Yeah. So you've got to watch it. I've noticed, I got to do stupid shit. I will, confess I may as well. That sometimes I obsess on stupid shit. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll give it too much thought as well. And it's like, it doesn't even matter, and I'll just drive myself fucking mental with it. This is why I research so hard, is so I don't actually think stuff. Yeah. And he just done me a card reading just now, Dan Falkenbach, like a tarot reading. And it stated that it's like, stop listening to, he tried to tell you, because you stated earlier, about listening to the mind chatter.
Right.
It's quiet, and that's what he said when he read it out. He said, "Quiet in the mind chatter," which is what I need to try and do, really.
Because is the mind chatter really ours, or what is it?
Are our thoughts even our own?
Right.
I get into the point now where this is what I was thinking is, because there's no time as such. Okay, there's only ever the nows. Okay, there's the nows of the past, which means that if you're walking down the street in 1901. You're still there in 1901 now, which means the past still exists right now, in this now as well. That means the future does as well, all in increments of now. So we haven't got to that future, if you want to call it future, now yet, but we will. And I think that future me will know something extraordinary about this place, which I will discover, which is coming. I just got to be ready for it. Okay. Right. And I have gone back through the increments of now, leaving myself clues.
Okay.
Because there's stuff that I'm finding that only I could possibly know, or IA is anticipating me to that extent that it knows me that well, that it knows where I'll go to what finds and what I'm thinking, which nobody thinks.
That's
Yeah?
amazing.
So I'm thinking it's me, you know. We don't know where we're going in the future. We don't know what time is, you know. You try and imagine yourself in 5 years, okay? What you would have learned in 5 years, how much wiser you will be in 5 years' time, and how much this realm would have changed in 5 years. We'd be completely different people. We will be completely different people. And we're going to be nothing like them. We are literally breaking away. We look nothing like them. We vibrate nothing like them. They stare at us like this, you know, something off, like we're out of free. I've become invisible. I'm literally like that. I'll frame for them. Like they look and then they'll catch it and then they'll go like that. It's like, otherwise they ain't seeing me. They ain't seeing me. I just went through the whole of lockdown, like just traveling everywhere. I had tours. I met thousands of fucking people. So no notice whatsoever. Everyone on trains, masks, the whole fucking insanity going on, right? Nobody even batted an eyelid at me.
Wow.
Walking around, spliffing mouth, spliffing mouth. This is me through Paddington Station in London.
I love it.
The only person that said anything to me was a young copper who nodded at me, smiled, and never had a mask on. It was like, yeah, I know, blood of fucking shit, innit, mate? He's like,
yeah, Shelley, you
the whole
had the flu. Shelley had the fever, and maybe a spliff would
I don't know what
repair you.
This is good.
Can you hear me?
CBD oil.
Yeah, we hear you.
36% one. Okay. Yeah, that's a really nice one.
I don't know what happened, but something happened. There's been a lot of chemtrail spraying, and I live right by the ocean, so usually those kind of blow outward. They blow inward, and it's like the best. But for whatever reason, and I don't know what happened, but I had the fever for like 4 weeks, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I eat healthy, I try to do everything right, you know, and I feel like I almost got attacked somehow, and I'm trying to understand, like, what is this? Like, how do I beat that? You know, I try to do everything right, but then I was floored since like December 31st.
Well, there's the question, right? Is do we control our bodies, our minds? Because if we're running, you know, it's like if you were starving and you hadn't eaten, right? You're going to literally torture yourself into having to eat. Right. Your mind is doing that.
Yes.
And the mind creates a lot of stuff. Yeah. And you just stated that you were suspicious of the chemtrails. I am myself.
Yeah.
I've been getting like sinuses, headaches all the fucking time lately. I can't get sleep some nights. The headaches are that bad. Okay. Yeah. But there's also a buzzing in the background that I picked up on, like a harmonic, which wasn't there before. Yeah. Low, really low. So it could be something to do with that, but other people are saying the same symptoms, the fever thing. It could be just that the electromagnetic changes that are happening. Something's happening with the atmosphere. If you haven't noticed that the weather is gone to shit, okay? It was freezing fog here today. You can see your hand in front of your face. It's just insane, okay? So, summer, okay, should have ended in September. That's what it used to do. And it ended, 2 weeks ago? People were still in t-shirts in Britain. Never happened before in my life. Okay. Wow. I'm 55. It's never happened before.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay? I know. So this is just like, and it's across the board. Extreme weather. Something's happening with the sun. When I stated I thought that it was a lower azimuth in the sky than I've ever remembered it, but I can't really like refer back to my last year's memory of how low the sun is in the sky this time of year.
Right.
But 1:30, and it's like it's on its way down.
Yes.
You know? It's just like so low.
Right.
It's like further out and further.
Right.
You know, but it's
I will check
also
this for you, Martin, with my P1000 on the weekend.
You have to, Manny, because there's something going on with the azimuth, mate. It's definitely dropped. And they tell you what, they're speeding up the days as well, because the days gone like that. And the sun's just
something is going on faster.
I know.
Something is going faster.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like a day's like a week. You know, I want to post every other day, like on my channel, but I can only manage once a week on a flatter day, because as soon as I've got my research together, it's literally the weekend. It took me that week. It took me the week. It's like
it's sped up, huh? What do you think? What do you think the next move is going to be? What do you think their next game plan is? Do you know? Like, do we know what our next? They're trying
well,
to.
what alarms me?
I know.
Go on.
I found it before. Sorry, I have to tell this. They mixed Rona and fluid together.
Right.
You can
Right.
get the test for it.
No, they won't try that again.
The combination.
I did see that.
Nobody's going to go for that again. They've just had another breakout in Britain. Like, you know, we got all these migrants in these migrant camps, and they said, oh, they've all got diphtheria. Inject every one of them. So they've literally just gone around injecting every single one of those migrants in them camps. And there's obviously something else going on with them injections. So they've never stopped going on with that. I presented a book like 5 years ago about how pharmaceutical companies always cyclically invent diseases in order to make money. And this is like, this is the oldest trick in the book, is the old health scare, because everyone is scared of dying. So they're just going to run to the man, aren't they? Like they did with this one.
Yeah.
You know? But they won't pull out again, Manny. They can't. Yeah. So it's gone absurd, hasn't it? The moon stuff, what just happened with COVID, all of this stuff is absurd now. This Elon Musk guy is a joke. Can't even tell what even gender
he's complete the joke.
Gender thing as well. You know, that's you know, if they carry on with that, it's going to only end in a very bad way, isn't it? I can't. You know, this the whole.
And Martin, you made a great find at your last live with Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
the Dong
Show.
Yeah. Have you seen this, Shelley?
What, the Dong Show?
The Dong Show.
I'll show you now.
Santos shared it. I will give you a tag in my Facebook. Shelley.
This is not good. So
that's hilarious.
I am embarrassed now in front of you, Shelley, to be showing this. Actually,
funny. Let's see it.
Okay.
Show it.
Okay.
The Dong Show. The Dong Show with Shelley.
This is gonna be good.
Had a male attendant that you were a hermaphrodite. And you joked about
that was a great thing.
But you know why it's okay? Because what these festivals are all about is suffering for your love of music. And I remember that I don't think I got panties on.
Oh, snap.
Daisy.
Cheryl, when you get older, I wish you'd hurry to get older so that you would settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man. You know, I am a rich man.
Everybody knows that you're a very attractive woman, but tell us what would surprise people about Jessica Alba?
I'm a man. I'm a man.
From a hot man to one of the hottest women in the business right now, Megan Fox with me now. Why do you shake your head?
Because I'm pretty sure I'm a doppelganger for Alan Alda.
Oh, out of here.
I'm a tranny. I'm a man. I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
Damn.
That's
good work right there. Because you know what's interesting is the standard of beauty, you know.
That's
Victoria's Secret. You need me? Okay. I gotta go, you guys.
Shelley, it's lovely to meet you.
You too, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was amazing.
Yeah, Shelley, very lovely. Thank
Love
you,
guys.
lovely.
Thank you. We'll see you guys later.
I love you. I love you, Shelley.
Love you guys too. Thank you, Manny.
See us next week, right?
Bye, Martin.
Sure, lovely.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Ciao.
Bye.
Yeah. Ciao. Yeah. She's very lovely. But I don't ask this before. Was it the first time that you going live with Shelley?
I didn't even know of her existence until just now.
Oh, Alex
Never heard it. I think I've
Mentos,
seen it in my chat.
for
I've
her.
never seen. No. New to me.
Shelley is a great filmmaker, Martin.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she makes Flatlanders. It's a flat Earth series about 10 parts, and parts are finished now.
Have you heard of it? I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Flatlanders. Yeah, that series is that her Shelley's? Is that hers?
She is the filmmaker. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And also Dave Marsh knows her. They were together at the Flat Earth conference
conference.
International Flat Earth Conference. Yeah.
I remember the one.
Yeah. And then the Rona shit started. Yeah.
Who?
The Rona.
Oh,
the Rona.
Yeah.
We
that
say
was
Rona.
Nuts. I mean, my son were talking about it this morning. It's like it didn't affect us in any way, but it's just like how everybody else was. Everyone was really petrified, and it was just like everyone walking around with massive eyes like this. We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one will die.
You will now. Right then.
No.
This is my ham radio. Basically, I can get 80 channels.
Yeah. Very cool.
For the boat. It's for the boat. I use it for my boat, but I tell you what, my son got one as well. I can talk to him when I'm off board and he's somewhere else. And it's got 80 channels. I can pick up the shipping for this as well. So it's a ham radio. It's a proper CB. It's a CB. It's fucking awesome. I listen to stuff. Yeah, Citizens Band Radio. And you can listen to things happening in the night, sort of.
Yeah.
Aircraft.
I was a CB Funker in Austria.
Same. I had a Midlands 80 CB and I had a 16-foot dipole out of my bedroom window, which was on the end of a scaffold pole. And it was brilliant.
The antenna was on a tripod.
I literally put it on a scaffold pole. It was right up. I put it on big clips. It was the best around. And I was right on top of a mountain, halfway up a mountain where I lived. And I just had the best reception, America was crystal clear.
What was your nickname on the
Lamplighter?
Lamplighter. Lamplighter. My name was Wormy.
No way.
Ever heard?
I'd still have one. I have got one, but I mean, I got a radio on the ship as well, which is a brilliant radio on the ship. It's got everything on there. It's got international shipping and tells you you can pop courses on it. You can do everything on this radio we got. We need that because we're going to go sailing as soon as you're going to go and get the fuck away from this. I heard Alex saying how lovely it was in Spain, and he said it's hot there. Last night he was on Austin's show, and he said it's hot in Spain 230 days a year. And I was like, So it's just. And it's freezing here, literally freezing. Britain is so miserable. Yeah. Germany played tonight.
Every day when I go and drive to work, I go out to my car. I always have ice scratching, or what's the right name in English?
No way, ice scratcher. Yeah.
When you bring off. Yeah.
That World Cup is the biggest psyop ever. So it's supposed to be the biggest sport in the history. The news channels ain't announcing all of the riots that they had in Belgium and all of the other riots that are kicking off everywhere over these football matches, right? They ain't saying in the mainstream. And everybody knows of the huge human rights violations by these terrible fucking people, just with the necessity to have this World Cup. And all these strange things like, just they got strange laws. You're not allowed to drink outside of a hotel, and they banned drink at all the grounds when footballs and drink was hand in hand. So gaslighting everybody. 1.2 million people have gone there from all the countries. It's like the biggest. Yeah, go in, and they're ripping everyone off over there. It's all about the money, and it's just disgusting. It's fucking disgusting, people. The whole thing is disgusting. The World Cup, the Olympics, is all fucking disgusting. The whole thing. And you know what? It's fixed. The whole thing is fixed. I wouldn't even be surprised if we're just watching a FIFA fucking PS2 game or something. We don't, and the Sky's clappers are so dumb that they don't realize it's not happening. And they're watching a computer game. Yeah. It's like they don't look real. Yeah, you don't even know. But, they do it with horse racing. The horse races, that haven't happened. Just fictitious horse races. They do it.
Martin, I was a big Manchester United fan, a really big one. I was in Manchester. I watched Manchester United against Arsenal. It's 6 years ago or 7 years ago. The atmosphere in the stadium was
the Old Trafford, amazing,
very cool.
Amazing.
Yeah. I also have Fane. I will send you a photo.
Arsenal take a lot of fans with them, don't they? They just fills the other half up.
Yeah,
big game.
But I have autograms of Carrick, Michael Carrick.
No way.
Do you know? Yeah.
Yeah, of course I do. How'd you get that then?
Yeah, after it was the last game of the season, and it was a home match, and the securities told us, this is the last game. You have to go at the back side of the stadium, and the players will come to the fans. Yeah.
Oh, they did that when Cardiff City, when I was young, I used to sign autographs. Yeah, they used to do the same.
Yeah, and very cool. I have a really big Manchester United Fane. I don't know the word in English, but I will send you a photo.
Martin. I know what you're on about. The magazine they give the program. The program, we call it.
Yeah.
Wales basically have to come home. Their first World Cup in 56 years, and we basically lost to England and Iran, and drew to America. And have to come home. Yeah, the shame.
But you have Ryan Giggs, right?
Ryan Giggs is yeah, he is. When I was basically when there's a local youth club, and Ryan Giggs was always up there when he was a kid, kicking a ball around. He's from where I live here. He comes from 2 miles away.
Cool.
2 miles away. Ryan Giggs Ryan Giggs' his grandfather's black, and I worked on his house and got on really well with him when I was on the buildings. He used to say he was pure proud of his Ryan, and he used to tell me all about him. But Christian Bale's supposed to be one of the best players, and he had terrible fucking tournaments. Yeah, and he's supposed to be one of the best in the world. His days are done, Christian Bale. I'm telling you now, done. But yeah, so Wales fucked up. Yeah, but we don't matter anyway because it's all bullshit, and it's bread and circuses anyway.
But Martin, we know. If you give the people sports and bread, no one will ask
revolt.
Any question.
Yeah, that's what Titus said. He said, give them bread and circuses and they will never revolt. And that's exactly what. When the COVID thing happened, the only disturbance we had in Cardiff was basically a couple of hundred people turned up at our parliamentary building, causing a disturbance because the pubs were not going to be open on a bank holiday. So they were only worried about their alcohol consumption and whether the football is going to be put back on. Never mind any human rights things. That would be way beyond them, So, that's the culture we live in. But I was a massive football fan. I went to every single game for donkey's years. I used to go away. I was more the hooligan sort of angle to it, basically, because Cardiff City had a famous Cardiff City intercity crew, which used to turn up to like other grounds where they used to meet their fans to go and have a bloody good fucking fight. And That's what sort of thing everybody used to do back in the old days. It used to be normal. Just go to the football, have a big fucking riot, probably get arrested, your head kicked in, or kick someone else's head in. This is British football culture, I'm afraid. Everyone knows it as well.
I know. There are very cool football films of the English football.
Yeah, there's one there. That one. What's it? Rise of the Foot Soldier.
Right? Hooligan.
Hooligan's a good film. Yeah, Rise of the Foot Soldier. You should see that. That's fucking good. That is.
You have sent me the title. I have to research it.
I got a backlog of things that I should watch. People keep sending me. I got no time to watch things. I don't watch much. I might join the odd hangout if
I also don't watch much.
Well, I don't have time to really, Manny.
But Martin, I also can tell you the new Pinocchio film from Walt Disney. It's a flat Earth film, Martin.
Yeah. And yesterday I watched the beginning of a new series, and within the first 10 seconds they showed a flat Earth map on the wall. What? Oh, I'll tell you what it was. The Black Adam film. Yeah, they had it in there. I watched that. First 10 seconds, there's loads of flat Earth stuff being put into films now. I don't know. They're just doing it all the more and all the more. Yeah, you get like there's literally flat Earth maps everywhere on these things nowadays. I'm telling you. There's been a few. I posted one last week. It was in Jeepers Creepers. The girl on there says, "Oh yeah, Jeepers Creepers ain't real. Like the Earth's flat. Like you know, like just." And she goes on about moon landings and they're doing it all the time. And that thing, conspiracy program. What is it? Stranger Things. Now they don't go on about flat Earth and Stranger Things, but they talk about every other conspiracy on there. I've stopped watching it. I did watch the first series because I kind of like Winona Ryder. I think she's all right. Hopefully she's a female. She's little and tiny, so that probably be a good thing. I feel embarrassed now showing Shelley that showing Lady Gaga's dong.
Lady Gaga, yeah, that was great.
Back's gone. What's that, bro?
And Sandra Bullock is also a man. Sandra Bullock is also a man.
Sandra Bollocks is a man. Yeah, and I tell you else, Sigourney Weaver, all 6'7" of her. Sigourney Weaver, the alien killer. Yeah, she's a big dude. She's a big dude. I wouldn't have believed that Church and Thurston, South African woman, Charlie Sharon, was a dude because she's so really beautiful looking. But I was wondering why she was really, really massive. She's really, really massive, isn't she? So I watched the film last night, Manny, right? It was a horrendous film. It was the new Tim Roth film made in 2022. And it was called Resurrection. Oh, fuck me. This film was a nightmare. It was gnarly. It was really good, actually. I will watch it again.
Yeah.
No. And this woman, she's like a famous British actress, and she looks like Emily Blunt. I can't remember her name now. She's a really good actress. But there's one part of the film, and she's just laying back on a park bench like that. And she got a bigger Adam's apple than me. It's like sticking out like that.
Holy shit.
And like women just, and I saying to a lot of, look at a fucking apple, lot. He's like, oh, they get them. I said, they fucking don't. That's something the women do not have. Women do not have them. Goitres, apples. They just don't. That's not a thing. And this big jaw thing, like, I wouldn't have believed it, but they all got that same big square jaw, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's like that. They've all got that. So
and
it's definitely
Martin,
a thing.
what do you think? What do you think about Wayne Rooney? I'm the biggest Rooney fan. He made the biggest bicycle backflip goal against Manchester City.
Yeah,
and but Rooney looks now. He's younger than me. Rooney is I think 36. I'm 40. Right. Rooney looks old, very old.
Wow.
I think he's a Freemason.
Rooney the Looney. I don't know how he got it. You know, he was from a poor estate as well. And I think the same for David Beckham. It's just how they rise to power.
Yeah, Beckham is 100% the
Freemason. 100%. And now he's selling booze on adverts like a sportsman when he's selling booze. Yeah, what's going on with that? Yeah.
Yeah, and everywhere the globe.
I noticed
one time. Go on.
No, go on. Sorry. No, I know
one time
like anybody who seemed to go along with Novid, like if you was a sportsman or if you was a band like Rage Against the Machine, who was so fucking radical. Yeah, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me, except wear a mask and tell everyone to get jabbed. So like all these bands that went with it, they've all like got lucrative tours and lucrative record deals since COVID. The ones that went with it, they've all been rewarded for doing it. All of them who've went with it. I noticed Eric Clapton, who spoke up against it. I noticed he hasn't got a current tour and he's killing it at the moment. No, and I like Eric Clapton. He couldn't play guitar anymore.
Yeah, Eric Clapton is good. Yeah,
his fingers stopped working, and he's called slow hands.
That video I have seen.
Yeah. Well, that guy made that video. After he left Eric Clapton, he came to my convention, that guy, and filmed my convention. Oracle Films, it was called. And then I waited, and he decided not to send me the film. And there was like 4 or 5 first-class presentations, one by Dave Murphy, which was just one of the best. They were all really brilliant presentations, and he decided, and I thought it was a bit iffy in the beginning, you know, what, from Eric Clapton to Flat Earth British, are you sure about that? But yeah, and he turns up with his family. I basically give him all a free ticket, fed them all, and he said as a repayment that he would do the footage, but he ran away with it, and I know why, because they wouldn't allow that. They wouldn't allow me to, to post that and put it out on my channel because it was really shit hot stuff, and see how popular it all is and how everyone was really, really happy and how fantastic it all was. They didn't want that. He didn't want that. So he was one of them to turn up and film it and then run away with the footage, making sure that I didn't have an alternative filmer, which I should have had, and I will have in the future. Make sure I got at least 2 film sources. Because every single fucking time they run away with my footage. Happened the last one as well, mate. All went to shit on the last one with the filming. So
you always. Oh, Daniel Falkenbach will jump in again.
Yo,
Danny boy.
Yo.
Yo, bro. What's going on?
I'm just chilling. I'm just
Matt, it's always the best thing. You have two cameras. 2 cameramen.
Next time I will do that. Or no, I'm on it. Don't worry. I'm on these fuckers. Ugh. I'm not done with all of that yet.
What's going on?
I just got back from the mechanic.
Yeah. What happened with the car?
I dropped my buddy off at the mechanic, and I canceled my mechanic appointment today for Monday. and then I rescheduled my mechanic for Monday. Yeah,
I keep getting copyrights. I got another copyright.
I think I can be live.
For what?
Space stuff, NASA stuff. It was for a Flat Earth video 5 years old on my think tank channel. It's been all right for the last 5 years. For this morning.
So who makes those decisions?
I don't even know. It happens. I get copyrighted nearly every day, but I have got 4 channels, so you just pick on it.
Yeah, Manny.
Yeah, that's good, Martin.
Manny just got a strike for a video.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
Did you?
It was the video where I was opening up. It's the video. It's one. I had one of NASA's. I got one of NASA's official document books. I got a lot of them, and it shows the penis shaped orbital path.
Okay.
And it's literally a phallic penis. It shows the balls and the shaft. And I made a funny gesture like I was blowing it. And
oh yeah,
that was the wait. No, that wasn't.
Did you see this at Flatoberfest? Hang on, let me show you this. I hope you did see this.
Yeah, what
Did you see that?
Yeah, sure.
What is it?
Matt, share the screen.
Am I sharing it? Oh, share. There you are. Check that out.
Oh, I don't.
Brian Stavely, was you there for this?
I don't see.
Share a screen.
I did.
No. I'm waiting for Manny.
Yeah, wait.
no, that's Photoshop.
Yeah.
You've never seen that there, Dan, did you?
Yeah, no, I seen that a couple of days ago. Yeah, I laughed my
know,
ass
it's
off.
fucking mad, isn't it? I wonder if Brian have seen it.
Oh,
yeah, he definitely saw it. 100% he saw it.
Then should I bring in your video?
Which one's that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I
don't want you to get a strike. Are you gonna get a strike? If you're gonna get another strike, then no.
Which one are you on? You're on 2 now.
We are live over 2. No, I will send it to Martin private.
I do keep sharing it in Discordian groups just to fuck with them because it just looks like I'm blowing NASA, blowing off NASA. It's fucking hilarious, and it's just a quick 30-second video. But I keep resharing it over and over again in this one Discordian group, and it fucks with them. Dude, Martin, the Discordian Society, they're used to dude, I fucked with so many of them that there's so many flat Earth memes being created in the Discordian Society now.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
I don't bother myself. I think it's all in the name.
They kicked me out again.
I don't go in any of them groups.
Yeah.
Any of them. No, I'm not interested. I got a Telegram that's gone out of control as well, apparently.
It's out of control. I've created a monster.
That's true.
Yeah. I got a few of them apparently.
Martin, I got kicked out of my own Discord group. I'm a member of my own group. And I'm an admin of my own group. I'm not even
don't bother. I got a computer on my floor here because of Discord servers. Fucking killed.
Yeah, it's insane. I was banned for a while. They banned my entire phone number. So I tried to re-sign up with backup accounts and backup emails, but they banned my entire phone number from rejoining.
They will.
They're really fucking with me. The Discord staff.
Bastards.
No, they were really fucking with me in the emails they were sending me. They were saying like globe-tarded, like trolling messages to me, and they're like, you know, maybe it's a shame that your Discord channel is gonna get taken down, and maybe you'll be rocket boosted over to another social platform, and they're saying really specific things. I actually saved all the emails. They're really screwed up people. Kicked out of your own groups.
I can't find my channel half the time, and now YouTube have done this new stupid shit. Everyone can't see my videos. It just shows like I haven't made any content in 5 months. If you look on my channel, you got to click like the icons at the top, like live. You got the live, icon, which is not really like visible. Not so much.
Yeah, no,
So they're all hidden. All my videos. So I don't know if they're trying to get you away from doing live events or make it more favorable to do live events because they're not being shown and they're not being, shared the same way. It's like I get emails nearly every day. Martin, your videos have gone 5 months worth of videos are missing. I'm like, they're not missing. Click the live icon. So nobody knows. I guess they'll get there eventually. Don't know.
Yeah, it used to be if you just do a live video, it would be added to your regular list.
Well, that's it. But now they've separated them all out into categories. You got your playlist, you got your shorts, you got your videos.
Just make everything dumber and dumber and dumber.
Yeah. So where's the fucking sense in that? But I noticed Santos cranked up, moaning about the same thing, saying, you know, nobody can find my videos, which you can't. It's fucking ridiculous.
Make electrolysis with you drank, bro?
No, I didn't check this
and
one.
I'm not sleep, but I think YouTube don't want me.
My spring water.
It was not me. I never left. Yeah, very good.
God, did
Martin,
this
you're
year go
frozen
quick?
now.
Wow. This year's been like so quick. I can't even believe it. It's already December. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been fast.
Really fast.
I've
got a lot in there.
Brothers, I have to go.
So
Because
cool. Cool. I need a drink.
I have to work. I have to work tomorrow.
You poor Manny. Don't work too hard, mate. Thanks for the invite.
It was very nice.
Yeah, thanks for the invite, man.
We go live next Thursday again, right?
Yeah, okay. Will Shelley be going?
Yeah, sure. Shelley will be with us. And Martin, I will send you the Flatlanders films from Shelley.
Right, cool. Thanks. I'll have a look at them. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have seen them about. I think I watched one on Facebook for a bit. So they're really well produced stuff, isn't it? Really nicely done.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that one.
Where I reached you the best way in Instagram?
No.
Yeah, I will send it to you also then.
Best one's on my Facebook, Manny. My Instagram's on my phone. My
Is
Facebook.
it better per email?
Yeah.
Facebook, right? I will.
Facebook or email. My Instagram's on my phone.
Yeah. I will send it to you.
Send it to the Telegram, Manny.
Nice to have you here.
Yeah, dude.
Hook up soon, Dan. Put us up soon, brother.
Yeah, dude. It was
very
awesome
nice.
talking to you,
I know, man.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Very nice. We see us next week. Ciao.
Yeah.
Sleep flat.
Stay epic.
See you later, everybody.
Stay epic.
Stay fantastic, guys. Well, you can't be anything else, can you?
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Dan.
Manny. Thank you, Dan.
Very cool. Very cool. See you soon. Ciao.
Ciao.